запустилось, не запустилось. Не запустилось. Запустилось. Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу. Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу. ВК. ВК. Лично ВК, кажется, сдох. ВК, живи. ВК, живи. Ну ладно, живет так и живет, не оживет так не оживет. Все в принципе как всегда. Трансляция еще не началась. Охуенно. Ладно, начнется, начнется, не начнется, не начнется. Так, а можно как-то удалить сохранение? Что за книга тайн? Я не помню, что такое книга тайн. Она и не кликабельная. Ладно, поехали. Лев на улице.
So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories.
Вебку
You have seen
перенести.
so much. You have lived so long.
So
это не
good of
вебка.
you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell.
Вебку можно просто меньше сделать.
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are
Буду,
true, child.
буду маленький.
There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance, and that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Меня забавляет, что
Yes, that does sound like a story.
взрослые люди делают вид, что они дети. У этого вон даже борода усы.
This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
Который больше не из No More. Которого больше нет, имеется в виду. Заставку я, кстати, не смотрел, когда проверял. Сценарий Рагнар. Привет. Не, Рагнар Торнквист. Потому что норвежцы. Там, кстати, чат будет подвинут. Ну, сейчас после заставки. А то я боюсь, я альтабнусь, и заставка скипнется. Можно вообще как сделать? Можно игру подвинуть, раз она в 4:3. А я маленький, потому что внизу субтитры, чтобы не перегораживали. Но сейчас я придумал, как это можно по-умному сделать. Я просто забыл, что сверху слева. Не, там. Я думал на сверху слева. Я просто картинку игры сейчас сдвину влево. Потому что она все равно 4:3 формата. Несмотря на HD моды. Можно даже вернуть телевизор. Да. На самом деле с этой игрой я намучился с тем, чтобы ее тупо запустить на десятке. Я даже ставил виртуальную XP, чтобы это сделать. Но оказалось, что преданные фанаты уже сделали HD патч. Ну, почти. А ты, кстати, не играл в Longest Journey? Просто это такой классический достаточно квест, по крайней мере, первая часть. Так.
Oh no. Don't tell me I'm dreaming again. You know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
Просто так. Ну, понятно. Так, сейчас. Захват игры. Мы двигаем игру вот так. Ну-ка, если я верну телевизор, то потеряются края. Окей, тогда телевизор идет нахер. Двигаем игру вот так. Мы увеличиваем меня. И вот чат подправим. Кстати, блин, мне не нравится, что там картинка это есть. Я вот подключу картинку. И вот так сделаю. Во, сойдет. Так, продолжить.
Postcard pretty. There's a storm heading this way. Even the weather sucks in my dreams. I feel so charmed.
Так, сейчас, если я правильно помню, тут еще будет
What's
заставочка.
happening?
О нет, яйцо.
Oh, perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
Так, ну, сейчас она скажет, что нельзя достать.
Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick. I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery, and I
Большое,
might drop
гладкое.
it by accident.
Да-да-да. К счастью, я перепроходил первую сцену, поэтому как эту загадку решить я знаю.
I'm an
Слышь,
artist,
дерево.
not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead, or close to it.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
It's the branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? there's nothing more to be done for
Так, ладно.
We are
Это диалог я
simply
промотаю.
by- We are one with our hope.
Да-да-да, дух всех деревьев.
We do not expect.
Что с деревом?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged, we
Battle?
between the mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down. And the force of their battle.
Черным хаосом. К сожалению, в игре нельзя убить хаос.
The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water.
Да-да-да, поток.
What's
Что за
the deal
яйцо?
with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted. We had
Так.
failed the mother.
Who are you
Нам
again?
очень стыдно.
We
Ну, тут нету... Хотя нет, тут есть император в каком-то смысле.
the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid. Our time is running out.
What about the...
Да-да-да, без воды мы не можем.
Isn't there
Я могу чем-нибудь
losing-
помочь?
I'll find...
Окей. Короче. Все понятно. Мы ничего не будем вам...
This is
Ничего не будем тебе говорить,
I've never
женщина.
seen a scale this size
Но если
before.
ты нам поможешь, мы поможем тебе.
I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Да-да-да, сувенир, конечно. Так, сейчас надо вспомнить. Ветка. Нет. Нет, не на себя. Скала или ручей. Сейчас надо вспомнить, что-то именно надо. В каком порядке? Может, чешую сначала? Ручей. Да, чешую сначала.
I'll lose my balance and fall if I have to hold the scale like this. I need something to support it with.
То есть все же сперва ветку.
This should do the trick.
Их можно комбинировать, все. Оп. Все, дерево снова живо. Так, мистер Дерево.
Hello? Hello?
Яйцо-то спаси.
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
Яйцо-то
Aren't
спаси.
we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Sweet, definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
Да-да-да. Блин, а чем мне нравится Эйприл, это то, что в ней все же чувствуется почти сразу же характер. Такой немного язвительный.
What? What was that? Uh-oh.
It is you. You have come.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting. Why?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet
Ну да.
be.
Ничего, тут будто злые драконы.
Oh, how will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on your own.
afraid.
You always were, my child, my daughter.
This is probably not a good thing.
Ну, хаос, выходи. Хаос. Единственное, что не помню, в чем прикол хаоса. Тут это, конечно, объяснят, но тем не менее. Да, не та игра.
What a nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night.
Ну, естественно, это был не сон.
Hot in here too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
Так. Эйприл, управление мне отдай. А поскольку это старые квесты, надо не забывать сохраняться почаще.
The studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was gonna spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
Я не уверен, что она будет работать. Так, у нас есть кредитка.
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or $2 left in it.
Я знаю, просто тут есть один момент, в который игра точно может вылететь, но он где-то в середине игры, просто про него очень много писали. На всякий случай я буду сохраняться почаще. А еще обращу внимание вот на эту уточку. Она нам, сука, понадобится часов через 10. Это самая блядская загадка во всей игре. Так, сейчас надо вспомнить, что отсюда забрать обезьянку.
It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me. All right, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home.
Конечно.
There's so much I would have loved
И
to
не
do,
один
but
мир, но я забегаю
sorry.
вперед.
At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get.
Так, что у нас тут еще есть? Здесь
That's my
стол.
desk. So, theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Так, дневник можно взять. Нет, не настолько забегаю вперед. Не помню, фотографию забрать можно тоже. Нафига нам фотография? Фотка со мной, мы Чарли, Маркус неделю назад. Что-то в дневнике, по-моему.
Hey, it's
Ведомость.
my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
Так,
It's my diary.
что еще в дневнике есть? Больше ничего. График работы за прошлую неделю. Обезьянка. Ее можно покрутить. Мгм.
Mildly amusing, but irritating as hell. I'll shut him up now. The eye came loose. Poor Constable Guybrush. Sorry, Guybrush, but I need to borrow your eye for a while.
Я не помню, зачем,
Constable
правда,
Guybrush
нужен
is a
и
strange
газ.
hybrid between man, ape, and musician. In addition to being an officer of the law, of course.
Окей, так, у нас есть голос обезьянки. Ладно. Хватит все разворовывать. Пора идти на выход.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Ну да. Возможно, возможно. Это сетап по спасению мира.
Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
У меня нет свободного времени, до твоего прихода все было хорошо. Ладно, будем благожелательны.
Pretty good, and you?
Fantastic. Listen, April, how about you and me getting together sometime soon?
Ну да, коридорный матч.
Pavilion is really cooking this week.
Просто он нам потом
We'll
пригодится,
do
если я правильно
close
помню.
dancing. How about it?
Вообще-то неплохо, но только не
Sounds
сегодня.
like good fun, but not tonight.
Hey, whenever. Just don't expect me to be waiting around for you forever. No chick is worth that heartache. See you around.
Я не помню, зачем он нам пригодится. По-моему, нам какие-то от него потребуются то ли документы, то ли еще что.
What an asshole.
Так, растение. Что можно делать с растением? Окей. А, это не настоящее
It's a
растение.
leaf of organic plastic. It grows, it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, but it doesn't need water or sun.
Точно.
No nourishment of any kind, actually.
Забываю, что у нас будущее.
Disturbing. Computer.
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh, okay.
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity.
Господи, теперь компьютер нам еще
Come on. You
услуги.
understood that. I have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take
Блин.
advantage of this very affordable upgrade today,
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
FUB?
Fair
Сон,
use
ты из
only.
будущего много
They
похожа.
are authorized to carry deadly arms.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
Так, а что мы вообще можем сделать с этой?
It's a fact. As in, what? I got something on my face? Is my hair okay? What are you looking
Да
at?
я вниз щелкала на тебя, Эйприл, все хорошо. Так, кто у нас тут? Фиона. Доска объявлений. Что на доске объявлений?
Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona. I can't tell what that note's saying as long as it's up there. Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible.
Что-то
Found. A
написано.
gold ring under the common room sofa. If it's yours,
Золотое
let me know.
кольцо.
But
Окей.
no false claims, please. Fiona. I did lose a gold ring a few weeks ago. I hope this is the one. I'll have to ask Fiona about it.
Окей. Правда, не знаю,
I'm
зачем нам
sorry,
кольцо.
but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on.
А, ты на
I'll take a
это
nerd any day.
среагировал. Так, список
Common room
обязанностей.
duty roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh joy, manual labor, my favorite. Look, it's Monkey Boy.
Большой
Annual summer
плакат.
blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m.
Бесплатная
Free food.
еда.
Live performances by Roy Dale.
Окей. Так, спички мы заберем. Потому что спички детям не игрушка. Полка нам не нужна. Фиона, кольцо отдай. В любом случае, надо с тобой поговорить. Я так полагаю.
Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
Кошмары
I had a bad
снились.
nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
Nightmares?
Apparently. But she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so. But I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress related. After all.
Блин, такая вот бесплатная психотерапия.
Oh, yes. The school exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask. I have no idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Проблемно. Но на самом деле игра не про добро, побеждающее зло, но... То есть нет, это все равно сказка, но... Есть некоторые моменты, да и добрыми я бы нас не назвал. По крайней мере, один колдун нас точно не назовет
Where's
добрыми.
everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement.
Угу.
Mind you, she's not
Мгм.
literally tied up,
Окей.
of course. Although that is a tempting thought.
Не, ну в целом это все равно
Are you
сказка.
getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah?
У
There's
нас
no
есть
hot
душ.
water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those assholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Так, можно... Я про кольцо вообще хотел узнать, ну ладно,
Shouldn't you be
поспрашиваем
outside
все.
enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks.
А, ей, наверное, чтобы про кольцо
I'll
узнать,
stay
надо дать
inside
записку.
until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
А о чем? Про Эмму. Первое впечатление, сколько ты знаешь Чарли. Такой Закли. Ты давно встречаешься с Микки. Пансион. О, господи, как много вопросов-то.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Слишком много вопросов.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
Потом, может, поспрашиваем ее обо всем.
I'd better get going.
Так.
Off to school.
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
Так, вот вопрос, если отдам ей записку.
I saw this note on the corkboard.
Угу.
I think the ring might belong to me.
I'm sorry I have to ask, but could you describe the ring?
Sure thing. It says Sweet 16. My dad gave it to me. I think it was the only birthday of mine he remembered, or at least acknowledged.
Yes,
Hmm.
that's the one. I found it under the sofa when I was vacuuming. Here you are, darling.
Окей, у нас
Thanks.
проблема в семье.
It's not worth much, but it's got a certain sentimental value for me.
Я уж подробности-то не
It's a
помню.
very pretty ring.
Yeah, it is. My dad never gave me anything pretty before or since. He must have won a poker game or something that day. You know what's strange? I don't hate him. He's a bastard and he treated me like crap almost every single day of my life. But I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him.
Why?
Because he doesn't know how to love. He can't love anybody or anything. And because he'll be miserable every second of every minute of every day until the day he dies. God, I'm glad that life is behind me. I hope I never have to see him again. No, that doesn't sound right. I've made a choice not to see him again. Ever.
У нас
Dad gave me this
кольцо.
gold ring on my 16th birthday.
Так, ладно. Идем пока по сюжету.
I love this mural, even though the motif is a little trite. I wonder what
Так,
happened to the
ладно.
artist.
Я вообще хотел пройти сюда. Что у нас тут? Машина. Угу. Это нам пока не надо. О, Кортес.
Oye, señorita,
Yes?
how are you this morning, señorita bonita?
Ну, красиво.
I'm fine. And you?
Sunshine and pretty señoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white,
Like an old movie.
like all good movies. But tell me, señorita Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
У меня есть выбор. Ладно, даже теплый,
Not as sunny
солнечный.
like this one.
Well then, you should be happy to be alive today, yes? It is a perfect day. But you are not happy.
Ну, это да. Тут
You are
согласен.
troubled by nightmares.
What?
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be real.
Who told you about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
No puedo, señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me alone.
If you don't face them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April. That's the reason we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way. I hope we can talk again soon.
I don't think so, no.
Забавно, мне не дали выбора.
Think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Я бы, конечно, тоже сказал, что типа по отыгрышу персонажа, что нет, я с тобой не буду говорить, но так. Что у нас? Прочитать дневник. О. А, у нас есть... А, дневник, который мы это... Да, кстати, у нас 2209 год. Одна запись за 3 недели в дневнике. Ранее сусветная. А, вот это последнее, видимо, да? Так, прочитать диалоги. Ага, понятно. Есть все диалоги. Так, во-первых, сохранюсь на всякий случай. Посмотреть видео, что там. А, ну, все видосы, которые мы видели, понятно. Синьорита. Не, он просто испанец. Все логично. У него же такой ярко выраженный испанский акцент был. Да и зовут его Кортес. Кем еще может быть Кортес, если не испанцем? Белорусом? А, ты имеешь в виду в субтитрах было синьорита? Ну, это, может, наши переводчики. Я уже накопал у них ошибок. Так. Просто рандомный мужик, который ходит. Да. Так, а куда мы хотели? Мы хотели в галерею. Есть кафе, где мы не работаем. Есть парк, куда нам не надо. Нам, видимо, на метро. Какие-то люди. Мужик спит. Парк. Тут ничего нету. Метро. Искра. Чё не так?
Jumping gates in the Newport subway is a corporate offense liable to get me 5 years behind bars, if I'm lucky.
В смысле, а что надо со сканером? Что не так? Кнопки. Day, week.
Let's see. According to the instructions, I push a button with a stylized hand, wave my cash card in front of the round thingy, and then stand still for a few seconds. Good. I can stand still. I'll get a weekly pass, just in case.
Мне денег, наверное, не хватит, да, на недельный.
I'm sorry, but the fare is $15.
Ага.
You have $1 left on your cash card. This message was brought to you by the Bocamba Mercer Company. Company. The future spells Bocamba Mercer.
Окей. А одиночный сколько стоит?
Money on my card.
Да-да-да, я понял.
Remember to get
Логично, что да, нам сейчас в кафе надо сперва забрать деньги. А в парк можно? Через парк можно пройти в кафе? Я видел, где кафе. Может, что в парке есть интересно? Ну, кто-то рисует. Академия.
This guy's out here all day long, all year. He never stops
Академия.
ever, and I doubt he's ever finished even one painting.
Академия это случайно не так? Куда нам и надо? Может, нам тогда пока не надо за деньгами, потом сходим. Бишоп, Анна Мария.
No, I've got too much to do right now.
Окей, что на доске
It's the official
объявлений?
Vava notice board. Only registered students are allowed to put notices up here.
Ладно, идем. Еще успеем все поисследовать. Ты кто? Ты студент. Не, с деньгами еще успеем. В любом случае, нам деньги пригодятся, потому что на метро мы будем кататься.
Things are as old as the building. I'm way past finger painting. I need a paintbrush and palette.
Так, окей. Ну, порисуем. Я, правда, не помню, что мы рисуем. Не успел разглядеть, что мы рисуем.
Hiya. Emma? Hi. I didn't expect to see you here today. Me neither. Are you busy? Nah. Well, I am. But I was about to wrap up for today anyway. Why? What's going on? I have an important message for you.
Угу. Я очень надеюсь, что это не от моей мамы. Да, от
from
кого?
whom? Believe it or not, girlfriend, but it's from Cortez.
Чё?
Excuse me? He said to tell you that he wants to meet you. These are his exact words. Where children visualize their dreams. Visualize dreams? What's that supposed to mean? Me? I was hoping you would know.
Сказал
Did he
что-нибудь
say
еще?
anything else? Nope, that was it. Why does he want to meet you? Oh, don't tell me. You guys are having a secret love affair. Oh, yeah. We're eloping and flying to Africa tonight. It's all been happening so fast. My heart's a flutter. How romantic. I couldn't imagine a better catch than Senor Cortez, the Latin lover. What was that message again?
Еще
Cortez
раз.
said to meet him where
Там, где
children
дети
visualize
видят
their
свои
dreams.
сны. Визуализируют свои сны. Я могу выйти из диалога?
Did he
Нет,
talk
про
to you
кошмар
about
надо
nightmares?
спросить.
No, why? I don't know. It's just my dreams are really starting to bother me. There you go again with dreams. You're obsessing, April. They're just dreams. Sometimes a banana is just a banana.
Но он, по-моему, не бомж.
Cigar. Cigar? What do you mean cigar?
Иногда сигара — это
Sometimes a
просто
cigar
сигара.
is just a
Да.
cigar, not a banana. Whatever. The point is, you're reading too much into your dreams. I'm sure they're perfectly logical.
Слишком много читаешь во снах.
A talking
Имеется в виду,
dragon?
что ты слишком
A talking dragon
глубоко
logical.
копаешь.
Especially a talking dragon? You had a dream about a dragon? Okay, that's not logical. That's just silly. Still, this ought to be interesting. Go on. Well, there was a dragon.
Угу.
I think we established that already. You had a dream about a dragon. Not just any dragon, though. A talking dragon.
Yep, we've been through that. Talking dragon covered. What did it say?
She. It was a she, a female dragon.
What, you could tell from the skirt, high heels, and lipstick?
Don't mock me, Emma. She said
Вот
something,
да.
something about being the mother of the future.
She probably said time to get up and go to school, April.
If you don't want to take my dreams seriously, I'll just stop telling you about them.
Is that a promise?
Like you're in any position to make fun of my dreams? Have you looked at your sculptures lately?
Oh, that's low. I'd punch you out if I wasn't so hungry. You want to go get some lunch at the Fringe?
I'll
Да,
drop
уберу.
by after I clean up around here.
Присоединюсь.
I'll be there for a while, so bye.
А, куда пропала? Что английский во сне? Ну да, я про такое тоже слышал, что во сне можно что-то учить, но хз.
Who's there? Okay. That was not a dream, I think.
Так, понятно. Где там латиноамериканский герой-любовник? О, резиновая перчатка, нам пригодится.
Why would somebody toss out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it? What a terrible, terrible waste.
Что-нибудь что нам тут пригодится? Вроде нет. Так, ты кто? Ты парень.
Nice hair color.
Ты точно парень? Что-то мне кажется, что это перевод просто неправильный. Хотя 2209 год, мало ли. К мостам, к мостам. Перекусить, она меня звала, я так понимаю, это в то кафе, где мы теперь не работаем. Подростки. Тут еще какой выход нет. Смотреть там, где дети визуализируют мечты. Но это явно куда-то на метро надо ехать. Загадочная дверь. Загадочная дверь звучит интересно. Пойдемте в загадочную дверь.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody pass through that
А,
door.
привет, Наташ.
Isn't that peculiar? And if I was Nancy Drew, I might actually care.
Окей, так мы выяснили, что в 2209 все еще выходит история про Нэнси Дрю. О, леденец. Я хочу леденец.
Notice if I dig gently into his supply. He's got crates of these in the back.
Теперь уже никто не заметит. Супер. Взяла. Сохранится на всякий.
Hi,
Так.
Charlie.
Деньги дай.
April, nice to see you, girl. You know, I came to wake you this morning, but you'd already left. Early bird catches the worm.
No, early bird finishes the damn painting on time.
Ты не видел его? Кортес. Ко прибывшим. А.
Have you seen Cortez around?
As a matter of fact, I have. And he was asking for you.
Ты знаешь,
Do you
куда
know
он
where he's
шел?
going?
No, but he seemed interested in that poster next to the jukebox. They put it up earlier today.
Плакат.
What poster did you say he was interested in?
The one right next to the jukebox.
Окей, сейчас посмотрим, что там.
Do you have any idea where kids would be able
Да
to
я вообще деньги хочу.
visualize their dreams?
Maybe in therapy.
I don't think that's it, Charlie.
Then I don't know.
Так, спасибо.
Thanks.
Anytime, April.
Так, а за деньгами мне к тебе. Как идет работа? Что делаешь сегодня вечером?
I have to
Мне
get
нужно
going,
бежать.
Charlie.
Take care, all right? Remember, you're supposed to get paid today. Stan's not gonna
Вот
remember
Стэн.
unless you bug him about it.
Так, нам, значит, нужен не Чарли, а Стэн. А как туда его? Так, это Стэнли. А, вот Эмма, наша подруженька. Что за афиша?
Roma Gallery presents Growing Pains, an exhibition by and for kids and teenagers. Could this be what Cortez was talking about? Where
Вот
kids
да. Где...
visualize their dreams? I think this may be it. Where's the Roma Gallery located? It's a poster ad for an exhibition called Growing Pains. I never say no to a complimentary ticket. It's a poster ad for an exhibition
А
called
на
Growing
билете не
Pains.
написано, где
At the
проходит.
reference to the address, the gallery is located near
Во.
Watertown Bridge. It's all the way over in West Venice, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to catch the Metro line subway to get there.
Так, мне, значит, нужно на метро. Так. Где там мой начальник? Денег дай.
What you doing here? You ain't working this afternoon, are you? I don't want my employees work 24 hours a day. Go, get sleep.
Его зовут Стэнли, но почему у него русский акцент?
Do I have to babysit you?
It's nice to see
И
you too, Stan.
какой-то
No, I'm not
арабский
working
народ.
today. I just came by to...
Oh, don't ever say those two words when I'm around. I don't think my ulcer can take it.
You and nice?
That's funny. No, working and not. Don't use those two words in the same sentence. Damn, I get creeps even when I say them.
I'd like to get paid.
Damn, woman, don't you know I got a migraine already? Paid? God damn it. Why'd they have to make that word sound so obscene? Listen, why don't you leave old Stan alone, huh?
Понятно.
Sorry.
That's some...
Don't put...
Hey,
Так. Денег мне дал мудила. Вот мой график работы.
Here you are, my timesheet.
don't say that word too loud, sweetheart. You're killing me. See? What is this? No, 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 no. Did I sign this? What I thinking?
So?
At least it doesn't look like it's been forged. Thanks.
Thanks? Where's my money?
Он нам говорит, помогает. Но у нас нет пистолета в этой игре.
Next week, honey. I write down this amount in my
Да, денег дал.
Don't you worry your head from it.
I need the money now, Stanley.
Yeah, we all need money now. That ain't gonna happen.
Так.
Next week, I tell you.
Next week? You promise?
Sure, I promise. Next week. And if that falls through the week after, well, you'll get it sooner or later.
Forget that. I quit.
You're quitting? You can't quit. You work for me. Nobody quits this job, honey.
I can quit. And I'm quitting. I quit.
Damn, woman, you know how hard it is to find people to take a crappy job like this one? I need
Ну хотя бы он честный.
Just as much as you need the money?
All right, Jesus, I give you your damn money. What was it, 50 bucks?
$375, Stanley, cash.
Oh, sure, cash. 300. Are you sure? I pay you guys way too much.
Пытался нас наебать. Стас. Как у вас переводы с кредитки на кредитку происходит, мне интересно.
Thank you, Stanley.
Fine, sure, whatever. Hey, just I mean it. You free tonight? Wanna pull a shift? Sandra, she out sick and I need a replacement pronto. How about it?
No, sorry, I have plans.
Ну чё.
Plans? Plans on a Friday? Mighty man now, what's the world come to? Get out from here. Leave me alone with my migraine and ulcer.
Да без проблем, я вон пойду с подругой поговорю. Так,
That's my, well,
Маркус.
Emma's friend, really. Marcus. He's a Vava student as well. When she's not working or out on a date, Emma's always hanging out here. Just
Окей.
like me, really.
Давайте с ними поболтаем. Потом поедем на метро к испанцу.
When did Roindale release Sidetracked?
Right after the Morning Star
А,
exile,
окей.
those sons of bitches.
With blood on their boots, yeah.
Ладно, хорошо, что мне не пришлось отвечать. Я не знаю, о чем мне говорят.
I was closer than you. 07, and you call yourself a fan.
I don't.
Нет. Я так понимаю, что-то с искусством.
Why?
He was upset. Called you a stuck-up bitch.
He what? You gotta be kidding me. I wasn't even that rude to him.
He thinks so. So that even if you came crawling to his door, he wouldn't give you the time of day. Said you called him an asshole.
Oh,
Ты из дома работаешь. Но в основном из дома, да. А что?
Who cares? It's Zach. He hates you, so what? No great loss.
That's true.
So what else is going on? What are you doing this afternoon?
Кортеза ищу. А что ты делаешь?
Staying here. What else? I'm meeting a friend later, but that's not
Нас
until
опять выгонят в
9.
офис, оу,
Waiting for Isabel
сочувствую.
to eat.
Не, мне вполне возможно, что придется скоро в офис ездить намного чаще.
Figures.
Но это завтра
I don't know
станет
why I
понятно.
didn't bother asking.
На самом деле, я пришла в жизнь только говном. А у тебя вообще далеко офис-то от дома? Так, кто этот друг?
Friend you're meeting later. Don't tell me it's that guy you were out with last night.
Ну, я думаю.
Are you gonna tell me I should
Ну, не
have
так уж и
been
далеко.
like him?
No, of course not. I'm not your...
Ну вот.
You don't need me to tell you that, Emma.
А мне на транспорте час
You're
почти.
right. I shouldn't. He's a bastard.
Причем с пересадкой.
So cute and charming and, you know, very good in bed. I just can't help myself. But he's not a keeper. Don't worry about that. It's just this thing, just a fling.
He's not a keeper. Вот что имеется в виду, что типа собственник? Отношения. Я так интерпретирую. Блин, тут я буду иногда просто переводить более качественно, потому что, ну, это еще оригинальное старый перевод, если я правильно помню его. Блин, на самом деле, у меня тут мог бы стоять диск, но диск остался у родителей с русской версией полной. И сидеть дома в пиджаке. Ну, блин, это да, это сочувствую. И разделяю полностью боль. Так, вообще я ищу Кортеза. Зря я, правда, ему это сказал. Сейчас начнутся слухи распространять. Да. Мы уже узнали, где Кортез. Хотя мы не спросили у нашего горячего бармена самое главное, если у него планы на вечер. Давайте спросим. А на тему полигамности, господи, Эйприл 18 лет. Так что пусть интересуется всем. В том числе разными интересными мужчинами или женщинами.
Well, that's great. It's been years since your last trip home, right?
Yeah, right. You remember well, girl. 4 years. My father and I, well, we haven't been on good terms since I left.
I know how that feels.
Да, прям все одобрительно. Но мы уже тут видели домовладельцу, который встречается с девушкой, так что все нормально. Кортес, как идет работа?
Aside from the trouble with the plumbing, everything's been peaceful. Emma's here with Marcus and Isabel. Other than that, I mean, it's been a quiet morning. Everyone must be home out of the sun, yeah?
Or on holiday.
Perfect time for it too. The city's just boiling in July, and it gets even hotter in August. You should have stayed out in the country until the autumn, girl. It's cooler out there, yeah?
Блин. Такая грустная фраза. Я бы предпочла эту теплоту тому вниманию, которое получала дома.
I prefer this heat to the heat I got at home.
You're safe now, yeah? We take care of you, April.
You do. I'm lucky.
It's not luck. You're a good person. And you deserve good friends. You help me out when I'm in a state, yeah?
You're always in a good mood, Charlie.
Yeah, but you never know. You're there if I ever need you. I know that.
Так, где вы, галерея Рома, мы выяснили.
I'll see you later, Charlie.
Later.
Так, что-то еще тут надо поделать или нет? Нам... Понятно, что нам на метро. Кстати, ага. Сейчас.
My cash card, usable anywhere in the world, and it's
Так.
totally anonymous.
Ну, пойдемте на метро. В парке нам делать нечего. Короче, ищем Кортеза. Ищем импозантного латиноамериканского бомжа. Хотя я не помню, тут говорится, что он бомж, или это я для себя решил, что он бомж. Так, ну, на неделю нам пригодится. Сейчас опять какая-нибудь херня будет, и снова что-нибудь будет не работать, да? Но... Ну, судя по всему, работает. Как похорошела Москва при Собянине.
You are now free to travel on all Metro Line subways for exactly 1 week. And remember, genetic forgery is a federal crime. Keep your genes clean. Have a nice day.
Так, как мне сесть на метро? Типа в поезд. Какой-то выбор остановок или что? Я не помню. Я не помню, как работает метро в игре. Ага, во. Все, вспомнил. Точки fast travel. Это барабанщик. Так, ну нам, видимо, сюда. Ты не Кортес. Да спит и спит, проходи.
I'll just leave my ticket here then, shall I? Yes. Yes, I guess I'll do that.
Так, ты не Кортес. Вот Кортес.
About time you showed up.
About time? I spent more than...
Mira, this painting. Right here. Look.
Ты притащил меня сюда, чтобы посмотреть на картину.
Yes, but there's more. Just look at it.
Ну, давай посмотрим. Кто художник?
A boy named Warren Hughes. Not so long ago, I knew him and his family quite well, but he does not paint anymore.
Уоррен Хьюджес. Это то имя, о котором я думаю или нет? Я не хочу никому спойлерить.
What am I looking for?
What do you see?
Сейчас варианты. Я вижу, что парень обнимает девушку. Ладно, я такое тоже вижу. Картину, написанную маслом, где два обнимаются. Я вижу выражение утраты. Я вижу искусство. Вообще я вижу выражение утраты скорее. Я бы даже сказал, что тут как будто решетка есть.
I see a statement on loss. The guy, he's hugging a girl, and by all rights he should be happy, but he's not. He's probably already mourning the loss of her, even though that's still somewhere in his future.
Ну, ты про меня или про героиню?
Tell me what you see.
Я вижу картину, написанную маслом, где двое обнимаются. Про обоих. Но она на художке учится, а я просто... А я просто люблю порассуждать. Парень обнимает девушку.
They're probably boyfriend, girlfriend, and she's dumping him. He looks really depressed.
Yes. Forget the story. What do you see?
То есть надо было выбирать вариант искусства.
Art, yes. And beyond.
Блять, Кортес заебал. Иллюзия. Правда, техника. Иллюзия.
Skill and imagination allow the artist to create an illusion. But that is only scheme.
Еще этот там храпит на фоне.
The illusion. What else is there?
Truth?
Truth. Exactly. A deeper truth. This painting, this particular work of art, speaks a deeper truth. It has a soul.
How can a painting have a soul?
It has a soul because it has an identity. It has a heart. The memory of this painting will survive beyond this moment. It will linger in your mind, become part of the tapestry of your subconscious. It has made a lasting impression on you, and you're not quite sure why.
Я все еще не понимаю, зачем ты меня сюда позвал.
It's not as if it's a Picasso or a Monet.
Now you're arguing technique. Not every painting by Van Gogh or Michelangelo is real art either, although they all demonstrate great technique and craftsmanship. And the scribbled drawings of a 5-year-old child are rarely technically impressive, but they may still have a soul. They may still be real art.
So you're saying real art is not defined by the skill of the artist? Then what is art? If just anybody can create something more real than artists who spent their entire lives developing their skills?
Art is still the work of artists. And skill, craftsmanship, technique, those things are critical to the success of an artist's work.
Еще надо будет кое-что проверить после конца диалога.
Those things are merely pretense. For something to be real, to be truthful, the artist must transfer, shift part of him or herself into the work to transcend the...
Ну это я все понимаю, но к чему ты ведешь-то, Кортес?
And what is the truth of art?
Who knows? I've been asking myself that question for years.
Excuse me? You don't even know? And what's all this about
Во, давайте к сути.
and lectures on truth and illusion? For that matter, why did you ask me to come down here in the first place?
Because...
Actually, you didn't even ask me to come down. I spent my entire afternoon traveling all over Venice, deciphering a cryptic message, spending money I don't have on a subway ticket, only to have to stand here and listen to...
You saw something this afternoon. A waking dream, and you can't explain it. That's why you are here, isn't it?
Ну, так... Откуда ты все знаешь?
It's as plain as the day, Señorita Ryan. You're under a lot of stress. My point about art and truth is this, April. Some things look real, but are not. And other things may appear to be of no consequence at all, but are in fact invaluable. Like Warren's painting here, and your dreams. There is both truth and illusion in dreams, and in the images they create. The problem is in sorting the one from the other.
You're telling me my dreams are true?
I'm telling you there are things afoot, and that you need help in sorting the truth from the illusions. My help.
Well, that figures.
Good. I was hoping you'd understand.
No, actually, I didn't understand a single word.
Блин, как я люблю характер Эйприл.
And I still don't understand what it all has to do with me. There are things happening, yes, and I came here because I thought maybe you're crazy enough to believe me, to help me. I don't know, sort through the debris and come up with the plausible explanation. But no, you tell me my dreams might be true, that I need your help, and that there are things afoot. I mean, who says afoot? I've never heard anybody use the word before. There are things afoot.
Está bien. I understand your reluctance to believe me, señorita. But I cannot convince you here, now. Meet me tomorrow.
What?
Meet me tomorrow, and I will tell you everything.
Not again, no way.
But you will. Because you are compelled to do so by your own curiosity. Because you are drawn to mystery. And because despite your skepticism, you believe I have the answer to all your questions, yes?
No. No, I don't care. I just want to have a normal life. No nightmares, no visions, no strangers telling me that things are afoot. Comprende, amigo?
Ay, Dios mío. Is that the time? I've got to run, señorita Ryan. I'll see you tomorrow then.
I said...
Goodbye.
Ну, блин. Самое в этом тупое, что, по-моему, завтра-то мы с ним как раз увидимся. Что дальше-то делать? Домой, что ли, ехать? Что на это надеюсь. Рождение у него 28 июля. Ну, видимо, да, домой ехать. Что еще тут делать-то? Ладно, мы хоть на целую неделю взяли абонемент. В чем смысл этой игры? Ну, смысл игры в названии, что главной героине снятся драконы. А еще это история о равновесии. А еще это 2209 год. Ну, пока смысл игры в том, что мы главная героиня 18-летняя Эйприл Райан, которая приехала в Венецию, как называется, учиться на художницу, сбежала из дома причем. Ей снятся странные сны про драконов, предназначение и так далее. Но на самом деле, как бы, еще до этого был пролог, где показывали, что какая-то женщина общается с детьми на тему «Расскажи нам сказку». И типа это вот как раз рассказывается сказка, видимо. Ну, не видимо, а так и есть, но я не хочу забегать слишком вперед. Ну, сказка в том плане, что скорее история, а не сказка.
Well, the water's been fixed, so you can take a hot shower if you want.
Потому что плохо пахнет.
No, I didn't mean that you. I just, you know, in case you wanted to take a warm shower, I just wanted you to... the water being hot, as it were.
Thanks, Mickey.
Yeah.
I heard you had a nightmare last
Тебе
night.
тоже кошмары снились.
Did she tell you that? She can't keep her mouth shut, can't she? You can't, can you?
As if your screaming wasn't enough to wake up the whole building. And so what if you were having a nightmare? You are human, you know, even though you'd like to think differently.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause an argument. It's just that I had a nightmare as well.
Good luck trying to get anything out of her. She's so very together, you know. There'll be no chink in her armor. She's the Iron Lady. Well, bollocks.
Would you shut up, Fiona? I mean, for once, would you just shut up? Yes, I had a nightmare, and yes, it's none of your business. So don't try to make it your business.
I wasn't trying to intrude.
Fine. I just don't like talking about my dreams, yeah?
Блин, ведь за этим тоже что-то будет, за ее кошмарами тоже. Да что случилось с трубами?
They're just old, like all of Venice. They're really old. Twice a year, every year, I have to spend a half a day freezing my ass off down in the canal performing emergency surgery on the pipes. Not that I don't love doing it, especially when my so-called partner's curled up on the sofa watching soaps all day long.
I'll talk to you later, Mickey.
Yeah.
Ну, видимо, нам можно идти спать. А где вообще душ, кстати? Квартира Чарли, комната Зака. А у нас есть вообще душ?
I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover. I worry about the exhibition coming up in 2
Так, а что
weeks.
дальше-то делать?
This is the net result of my work. A pile of nothing. I don't need to make my bed. I don't need to make my bed.
Так я не хочу сделать кровать, я пытаюсь понять, что нахуй делать. Так, мы поговорили с Кортезом. Меня еще этот хрыч звал гулять, но я, естественно, сегодня не пойду гулять. Полка. Помойся. А где мыться-то? Вот понимаешь, в чем проблема? Нету душа. Есть кофейный столик, есть вверх по лестнице. А тут нет душа. Здесь квартира Чарли. Кто такой Чарли, кстати? Мы видели Чарли.
Charlie's apartment. His place is twice as big as mine, with a private bathroom. And a huge bed. I guess he likes his creature comforts.
Ну вот куда мне идти мыться? Как бы выйти я отсюда не могу. В моей квартире нету душа. К этому мудаку я не пойду.
April Ryan, you have got to get past yourself.
Ладно. Где душ? Ты душ? Ты не душ. В чем дело тогда? Можно, конечно, вернуться в этот. В Альма-Матер. Может, там что поменялось? Или в кафе сходить? О, вот, может, в кафе что поменялось? Там же друзья были как раз. Так, тут ничего не поменялось. Эта дверь еще сыграет, это я помню. У вас что поменялось, Эмма?
Howdy. What's up?
Not much.
See you later.
Нет, тут нет ничего.
Bye.
Окей. Начинаем наши любимые «Куда нахрен мне идти».
Took some convincing, but Stan finally agreed.
Может, в инвентаре у нас что есть интересно? Может, я зря уехал вообще из этого? Может, мне вообще пойти прохождение открыть? Потому что почему бы и нет? Ага, когда я сворачиваю игру, картинка застывает, понятно. Вообще надо идти в пансион. Все же. Я буду изредка заглядывать в прохождение, если вариантов не останется, потому что это стрим все же, а не слепое прохождение. Но загадки мы искать не будем. Решение. Особенно одну. Ладно. Эта загадка явно будет не сегодня. Я просто помню, что я, сука, день, по-моему, искал, когда первый раз проходил. Давайте поговорим, барышня.
Have you been sitting here all day?
Pretty much, darling. I feel like a vegetable. How was your day then?
Был очень странный день.
How so?
Well, you know how some mornings you wake up, but you're not sure if you're really awake or if you're still just dreaming?
I feel like that every morning, darling. A pot of black coffee cures that in a flash.
That's how I've been feeling all day. Like I said, it's been a weird day. How's yours?
Exceedingly ordinary. Almost depressingly so. I poked my head out of the door once for about a second, but thought better of it.
Что вы
What are you
смотрите?
watching?
Nothing special. We were thinking about watching a movie later, though.
Yeah, which one?
They have quite a few new releases out. Did you ever see Victory Hotel?
No. Is it good?
That's what they say. So we might catch that one.
Can I
Можно
ask you a few
несколько
questions?
вопросов.
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Where did you
Приключило
find my
кольцо.
ring?
Under the sofa, darling. It must have slipped off your finger while you were watching a movie or something.
Мгм.
That's strange, because I've been keeping it in a box in my room. I rarely ever wear it, and I've never carried it around in my pocket.
Что думаешь о
What do you
Кортезе?
think of
Во,
Cortez?
надо узнать.
I'm not sure what you mean, darling.
Do you think he's a little creepy?
Oh, he's harmless. That old hippie's been drugged up for 50 years, and he's not likely to
Даже
come down
через 100 лет
anytime soon.
будут говорить про хиппи.
Mickey likes him, but I'm not a big fan. But what can I do? He just sits outside the building, smoking or reading a book. He doesn't harm anyone.
How long has he been around?
Oh, I don't know. A year, maybe? He just showed up one day, and he hasn't left since.
Мгм.
He never leaves his spot?
He sleeps and eats, obviously. And sometimes he goes to some revival cinema uptown. Says that second to reading, old movies are his
Кстати, эта
favorite
информация нам
subject.
пригодится про доисторический кинотеатр.
Thanks for
Ладно.
your help, Fiona.
You're welcome, darling. Why don't you sit down and watch a movie with us, April?
You know what? That sounds like an excellent idea.
Во, отлично. Какой странный фильм. Очень странный фильм. Пам-пам. Глава 2. Сквозь зазеркалье. Или в зазеркалье.
Cortez and get him to explain what the hell's going on. Insane or not, he's the only person I can talk to about this.
Окей, ищем месье Кортеза. Так, сейчас, что там? 25 мая, 28 июля. Ага. Так, в дневнике у нас ничего нового не появилось. Я слежу за тобой, гребаная резиновая уточка в воде. Я про тебя, сука, помню. Кстати, мы так и не помылись. Поговорим с Фионой. Я не помню, она видела то, что произошло или нет. Доброе утро. Мыться для лохов. Согласен.
Please tell me last night was a dream, April?
Так, ну давайте ее успокоим, что это был сон.
It was a dream.
I know it couldn't have been. Because both you and Mickey, you were both there, and you saw what I saw, didn't you?
Weird
понимаю, о
things have
чём
been
ты.
happening lately.
I have noticed. This isn't the first time.
Какие
What
еще
other
странные
weird things
вещи?
have happened lately?
С не first
Little
time.
things like movement in the corner of your eye that's gone when you turn your head. And noises. The kind you're not supposed to hear in the city. Animal noises. Wild animals. And once, this was very early in the morning, mind, a few days ago, I looked down into the canal and saw what looked like an underwater city. As I looked at it, it dissolved into ripples of water.
Блин, вообще, кстати, грамотно достаточно выстроен сценарий в этом плане. что я-то знаю, что происходит и что к чему идет. Но так, типа, нагнетают вот на тему всей этой магии, что сперва типа сон, потом вот потихоньку что-то проникает. И только потом, внимание, спойлер, мы окажемся там.
Have you seen Cortez today?
Уже, кстати, скоро,
No,
по-моему.
darling. I don't think he's around.
Do you have any idea where Cortez is?
Sorry, he could be anywhere.
О,
Well, he
городской
does
кинотеатр,
avoid
но
downtown
ты
and
не
watch
знаешь,
old
где
movies
это.
in some revival cinema, but where that is, I wouldn't know.
Who'd know?
Perhaps Zach. He is, after all, the
Zach.
self-appointed film expert.
Who the fuck is Zach?
You should talk to him, darling.
Great, Zach. My very best friend in the whole
А,
wide
это
world.
этот мудила, которого мы
Tell me
вчера
since I'm
отшили.
looking for him.
Certainly, darling, if I happen to see him.
Thanks. I have to get going.
Take care of yourself out there, darling.
Да, это мудила. Так, ладно, перед разговором с мудилой надо сходить и покурить. Так, я вернулся. Ну, давайте поговорим с этим дебилом. Еще что-то уже кушать охота. Но не хочется фастфуда. Что можно заказать, если не хочется фастфуда?
Well, well, what do you know?
Роллы?
Princess comes knocking after all.
Не знаю. Не
Don't
сильно
get your hopes
обольщайся.
I think you're the one who's got her hopes up, babe. And you better hope I don't slam this door in your face.
Just do me one favor first, okay?
Well, give me a reason to, babe.
A reason? You want a reason? Okay. What about a date?
Yeah, good. Tonight.
Sure. Tonight. I'll meet you at the pavilion, was it?
And, are you gonna put out?
What?
I mean, if I'm gonna use my VIP passes and my pills, babe, I just gotta know if it'll be worth it or not. You on?
We'll see, Zach.
Just don't do a Houdini and vanish on me, babe. If you're a no-show and I wait around for you all night, I end up looking like an asshole. And that wouldn't make me very
Скорее всего, мы на свидание не придем,
Be
если...
a good girl and
Я
show.
правильно понимаю, к чему все ведет.
smart. So, what do you want to know?
Где находится
Where
во?
can I find a theater that shows old movies?
There are quite a few that do, but only one that runs optical stock. I figure that's the one you want, yeah?
Как будто
Why?
в зубах чуть
'Cause that's where
застряло.
Cortez likes to hang out, and I'm guessing you're trying to hook up with him.
No. I just need to do some research for a painting.
Babe, I'm not a moron. I see you guys together. What are you, his lover? His shriveled old weirdos turn you on? What is it, his accent? His acute lack of fashion?
It's
А
not
можно
what you
ему
think.
дать потом в морду?
Whatever. Hey, like I give a shit. You're with me tonight. By tomorrow morning, I don't think you'll find that old creep so appealing anymore.
So, where's Cortez?
When he's not outside reading or whatever the hell he does.
Кинотеатр
usually in the
Меркурий.
Mercury Theater. They show old movies on real celluloid stock through a projector, like in the fucking Middle Ages.
Where's this theater located?
I don't remember the street it's on. It's been ages since I was there last.
Восточный
You'll
выход,
find it if
кольцевая
you head out the
станция,
East
окей.
Gateway from Metro Circle. It's close to the Radio Power building, and there are tons of adult stores in the area. Actually, if you're not too busy, you could pick up something for us to watch tonight. Something really filthy.
Zach, I don't think...
Hey, whatever. I was just kidding, yeah? Babe, you got a major bug up your ass. Get a fucking sense of humor, yeah?
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the tip.
Чё ты мне все факаешь, мудила?
Just be at the pavilion by 10, okay? I don't like waiting around for babies like you.
И вообще,
Million better things to do.
чё ты тут из себя строишь? Ты живешь в ёбаном
It wouldn't be a good
пансионате.
idea for you to ditch me.
А ведешь себя так, будто ты король ёбаного мира. Раз ты на меня факаешь, то и я на тебя буду материться. Правда, по-русски.
I like my outfit. It's inexpensive, but cool.
И у меня более широкий диапазон, чем у тебя. У тебя одни факи, а у меня до хрена всего есть. Мудила. Я не пойму, этого мужика ушанка и про... У него маска, что ли, какая-то, или это такое лицо? Надо сохраниться, кстати, давно мы это не делали. Так, и где искать этот ваш блядский Меркурий?
Would you believe this is the first thing I saw when I came to Newport? Big city? Gotta love it.
Лифты. Восточные ворота. Клуб. Магазин ликеров. Кольцевая станция. Метро. Вниз по улице. А, вот и кинотеатр.
Box office is closed.
Мужик нас не пустит просто тогда.
It's locked.
детектив какой-то еще стоит.
Excuse me.
Yes, Oh, geez. Hold on there 1 second, lady. Dang marquee, light up! Good. Now stay that way, you hear?
А театр сейчас
Is the
открыт.
theater open now?
No, I reckon it ain't, lady. It don't open till this evening. Ain't nobody in there either. I reckon that wouldn't be legal.
Ты знаешь человека по имени
Cortez?
Кортес?
No, I can't say as I does, lady. Ain't never met him. Now, I reckon I'd like to get on with my sweeping,
But I'm supposed to meet him here. Are you sure you don't know him?
Look, lady, I reckon you should just mind your own bee's knees and get. I told you, I ain't seen Cortez today.
Значит,
You
он все
said
же
you
знает.
didn't know
Да.
Cortez.
I reckon I don't know nobody by that name, so I tell you what, I'd mighty appreciate it if you'd stop bothering me and let me get on with my work. Jesus, Mary and baby Joseph, I reckon the whole dang world wants to find Cortez today.
А кто еще хочет?
Do you work at the theater?
Yes, I'm Freddie. Freddie Mellon. My mama, Mrs. Dottie Mellon, she owns the theater. Yep, I reckon she does, She owns it, and she be running it by her own self like a real proprietor. I reckon I help out some, of course, yep.
And what do you do, sir?
I'm the usher. And I also takes care of sweeping and cleaning up after the show. My mama, Mrs. Dottie Mellon, she say she reckon I'm a regular jack of all trades. I'll tell you what, I think she's right about that,
Thanks anyway.
Yes,
Пиццку.
I'll tell you what, you go on now.
Как ты относишься к Геншину? Ну, я в него поигрывал, но в последнее время не поигрываю. У меня даже была мысль его стримить, но что-то мне надоело раньше, чем я на это решился. У него там явно ключ... Так, сейчас думаем. У него там явно шевелились ключи в кармане. Вот когда он двигается. Дверь в аллее. А дверь можно открыть? И тут закрыто. Дальше не пройти. Все еще так не делал. Ну, диалоги там, да, достаточно стандартные. Но в целом...
There's something wrong with the power in that box, and it looks like the theater marquee is connected to the same switch. It keeps flickering on and off.
Окей.
Lady, don't you keep playing with that thing now, you hear? Leave it be.
Слизь. Мы можем взять слизь руками? Конечно же нет, да?
Smells like kerosene.
Перчатку можем взять слизь? Нет. Так, что за детектив?
Didn't your mother teach you not to talk to strangers?
I'm an orphan.
Yeah? Well, all the more reason for you not to talk to strangers. Now get lost.
Why are you dressed like a cop?
What do you mean, why am I dressed like a... Hey, wait a second. What's it to you?
Just trying to do my bit for the boys in blue, sir. You look like a cop, so if you're on a stakeout or something, you should try to blend in a little more. Go native.
Yeah, how?
I don't know, but that trench coat sort of gives it away. Perhaps a pair of blue jeans and one of those I'm with stupid t-shirts might help.
Hold on. Let me get this down right. Hey, wait a second. What am I doing? Who the hell do you think you are?
The NPD fashion consultant?
Is that supposed to be funny, ma'am? Are you a comedian or something? Because I'm not laughing. I'm not even smiling, am I? Now get your ass out of here and don't bother me.
Какой грубый полицейский. Мы ему дали...
Is that a threat?
Мы ему подсказали, а он...
Damn right it's a threat.
Мы можем сделать что-нибудь с предохранителем?
Hey, keep your hands to yourself. That's city property, ma'am.
Окей.
That door leads back into what looks like an alleyway behind the theater.
Так, думаем.
Bergman Festival at the It's locked.
Нам надо явно как-то открыть. Я слышу шевеление ключей у этого. Значит, нам надо как-то отвлечь полицейского, сломать предохранитель, это начнет копаться, и мы все делаем. Теперь вопрос, что...
Popular place. Not my crowd, though.
Теперь вопрос, как это сделать.
This guy's the reason they invented the phrase hitting the bottle. And he's hitting it hard. Well,
Лифты, что в лифтах? Как нам отвлечь полицейского? Может, обезьянкой?
it's a police officer.
Я могу пройти в лифт? Почему?
Why?
Не зачем и почему?
In Venice, you don't have to.
I see. Venice. I should have known. Step back or I'll be forced to take you down with extreme prejudice.
Нужно получить разрешение.
Only citizens of mid-level status or above are allowed to use these elevators. I guess you're new to this city or you'd know that.
Yeah, fresh from the countryside.
You do look like a farm girl, it's true.
Hey, watch it.
Как можно получить средний статус?
Birth, money, marriage. Schmucks like you and me, miss. We're stuck here.
Speak for yourself, schmuck. What's up with the cops in this city?
Что случилось с полицейскими?
I mean, when you arrest people, you read them their rights, and then you sell them products.
It's all part of the job, miss. The police department is a subdivision of the Mercer Company.
Да, киберпанк настал.
They pay our bills.
Doesn't that constitute
О,
conflict
надо
of
же,
interest?
ВК внезапно заработал.
Not if we don't arrest any employees of either company.
That makes so not sense.
Does when you're faced with the prospect of getting the boot, miss. I have kids, and I'd like to see them through college.
Thanks, officer.
Откуда у тебя дети? Ты на киборга похож.
And to inform you of the fantastic range of products offered by Mercer and Bingo, manufacturers of the world's favorite soft drinks and handguns.
Так, сейчас. Я пытаюсь просто что-нибудь заказать себе поесть. Не хочу это говно, ладно. Так, там что, и правда ВК ожил? Надо глянуть. Да, ВК и продолжил. Надо же. Сейчас тогда минуточку, надо это. ВК что-то подобновить, раз он нажил. И репост. Все, вернулись. Так, тут ничего нету. Давайте думать дальше. Метро. То есть вариант метро. Нас сразу приведет в этот, в вагон или куда-то еще, интересно? Да, в вагон. Это еще пожамкать? Нет. Экран есть. Радиостанция. Так. Ага.
There's a high voltage cable running parallel with the rail, and something's gotten stuck between them. Looks like a large iron key.
Угу. Нам нужен этот ключ. Я могу в перчатке достать ключ? Сейчас она скажет, что не сможет, потому что... А в чем проблема в резиновую пусту? А откуда у меня кнопка? Так, как мы достаем ключ? Вообще, по идее, перчаткой бы достать. Нет? А можно кнопку с перчаткой соединить? Нет? Чем можно заклеить перчатку? Зачем мне нужна фотка? Сейчас надо вспомнить. Я помню, чем достается этот ключ, но я не думал, что это так быстро мне пригодится. Теперь надо вспоминать, как это работает. Гребаный утенок.
I guess that's a pressure gauge. It's at 100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure? Oh. It seems the clamp served a purpose after all. What a surprise. It won't budge. The pressure's probably too high.
Так.
What a mystifying contraption. And completely absurd.
Что мне с этим делать-то? Есть колесо, есть машина. Ага, кабели. Что у нас есть внутри, чтобы связать кабели? Кольцо? Окей. Что-то заработало. Я так понимаю, надо все в горизонтальное положение провести, да? Да. Так, это можно теперь забрать? Нет.
It won't budge. The pressure's probably too high.
Так.
Mystifying.
И что дальше? Ну вот мы что-то сделали. Дальше что? Тут ничего не нажать. Вот, оно горит зеленым. Что дальше-то? Тут что-нибудь может вокруг? Зажим. Зажим это не то. Мне кажется, тут еще что-то можно потянуть, просто я этого не вижу. Колесо нет. Колесо нет. Зажим. Нет, зажим это не то. Может... Вот. Сейчас тут ничего нету рядом. Вещичка.
Rust is the very definition of Venetian architecture. Think of San Francisco without the hills, Paris without the cafes, Venice would...
Да-да-да, понятно. Так что нажать-то надо? Просто если я отжимаю, то оно жалуется на то, что все говно. Угу. Так, мы забрали сейчас.
My gold ring. Somebody's going to have to replace that cable eventually.
Окей. Мы взяли это говно. Зачем оно нам? Надо кое-что проверить. Просто я, возможно, знаю, зачем оно нам. Я иду за тобой, уточка. Говно сделал.
It's a rusty old grill, kept afloat by a rubber ducky.
Я могу тут что-нибудь сделать? Нет. Наверное, надо использовать чайку. Где мы достанем хлеб? Кто-нибудь где-нибудь видел хлеб? Хлеб просто, скорее всего, где-нибудь в кафе. Потому что это логично. Может, правда пиццу заказать? Почему бы и да? Опять Чарли тут. О, хлеб.
like my outfit. It's inexpensive, but cool. Kind of unsettling to be so...
Да ё-моё. Да не тыкал я в тебя, Эйприл.
I'm not particularly hungry.
Что мне делать с
It's a
хлебом?
loaf of freshly... I'm not particularly hungry.
А, вот надо прям на уточку. Окей, чайка летит. Сейчас произойдет хуйня, я уверен. Уточка.
Clank?
Так, теперь у нас есть белевая веревка, да? Да. Пойдем спасать уточку. Уточка. Нам нужна уточка. Уточка, я иду за тобой. Кот, не смотри на меня, как на ебанутого. Ты не лучше. Уточка.
Bon voyage, ducky!
Да не бом воешь, нам нужна эта уточка. Чё ты тут мне йоду кидаешь? Так, о, уточка. Забираем уточку. Она умерла смертью храбрых. Теперь вопрос. Уточки не нашла. Так. Теперь нам в метро. Ну, почти уточка. Интересный смайл. Он что, доступен бесплатно? Это странно, на самом деле. Как Дисней еще не засудил Амазон. Хотя... Могу себе представить, как. Нет, это сапки. Так, берем уточку. Так, уточку надо с чем-то явно... С чем мне ее явно? Ой. Ой.
When I was a wee lass, I tried fishing a couple of times in the pond behind my house. I never caught anything. I hope my luck's improved.
Но, если я правильно помню игру, это самая ебанутая загадка в игре. Я просто плюс-минус помнил, как ее решать.
The clamp's around the key, but I can't catch hold of it unless I find a way to close the clamp while it's down there.
Да? В смысле? Что я не понял? Там же вроде надо сдуть утку. О, ну да. Сдуть утку.
The clamp's around the key, but I
Даже
can't
можу
catch
возле
hold of it unless
ключа.
I find a way to close the clamp while it's down there.
Ну. Может, еще с чем-нибудь надо? Нет. Нет. Так, может, я что-то не то сделал? Утка.
The clamp's open. It's got a clothesline tied. The ducky's keeping the clamp open.
Может, надо... Вот так сделать. А пластырь, скорее всего, на перчатку надо. Оп. Что я думал, там какая-то маленькая херня, а мы забрали что-то вообще огромное, что ли? Ключ.
It's a large iron key.
Да это не похоже на ключ, это, блядь. Ну ладно, поехали. Я успел. Так, что нам теперь делать-то? Надо отвлечь копа. Он похож на педофила. Давайте дадим ему конфеток, я вот посмотрел. Нет, не дадим.
Oh, God, it's awful. It tastes like mouthwash.
Теперь могу дать ему конфеток? Нет. Что с этим делать, мне казалось, надо.
Hello again.
Что ты делаешь тут?
Christ, don't you ever quit? What is it now?
Are you on the job?
On the job? What do you mean, on the job?
You know, an assignment, stakeout, undercover operation.
I suggest you get the hell out of here now, man, before things get ugly.
Was that a threat?
Это мы уже слышали. Можно ему еще понадоедать.
Don't you get tired of...
No, ma'am.
So you're completely fine?
That's right.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Not even a bite to eat?
Just had a full lunch, ma'am. Thanks for asking.
So you just had lunch?
That's right. At Cool Cow.
Пиздит.
What did you have?
A triple whammy cow patty with a side order of grease onions and a large bingo cola. No ice.
What about fries?
And a double order of cheese and fried taters, yeah. Tastiest damn...
А зачем они говорят про еду?
Soaking in melted goat cheese.
And you had this when?
Oh, about an hour ago.
And you don't feel, the urge to go?
No, ma'am, no. My bowels are genetically enhanced and require only perfunctory attention.
The burger filled you up good? You don't have the munchies?
Well, now you mention it, I have a craving for sweets. I didn't have time for my usual cool cow strawberry pie with whipped cream, chocolate sauce, and a scoop of ice cream.
Господи, такой пафосный полицейский.
What am I telling you all this for?
Is this a threat?
A very...
Да, угрожали. Держи отвратительную конфетку.
Would you like a candy?
Hey, yeah, that'll hit the spot.
Don't you litter my floor, mister.
Так, что дальше?
Hello again.
Christ, don't...
What was it you...
Something...
Я же уже с ним поговорил. Чё? Надо дать ему еще конфетку, что ли?
Care for another?
Hey, sure.
Так, но он их ест, судя по звуку.
Don't you...
Может, ему надо дать вот эту? Нет, это он явно не будет.
I said leave it be.
Сколько его надо кормить конфетами? Или нет? Вот серьезно, он не заметит то, что я смешал конфету со слизью и сейчас ему дам?
Care for another?
Hey, sure, forget about it.
Это будет забавно, если он этого не поймет. Но он этого не поймет, как бы очевидно. Блин, на этот уборщик такой смотрит с разряда. Она что, ебанулась?
Sickening. I feel kinda... Christ.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Did you just throw a rock at my head? Now, I tell you what, you shouldn't have done that. I reckon that was a bad mistake.
Ох уж эта анимация ранних 2000-х. Блин, надо потом постмортем пройти.
You should have seen him run, lady. I reckon I ain't never seen nobody run that fast.
Даже потерял свою глупую старую шляпу. Шляпа нам наверняка еще пригодится.
He even lost his stupid old hat in the gutter. I ain't never seen anything that funny in a while.
Где шляпа? Где шляпа? Мистер Шляпа, где вы? Это шляпа. А, вот шляпа. Мистер Шляпа нам пригодится. Теперь, соответственно, я могу просто руками. Угу. Вот зачем нам был нужен ключ. Ты там не обращай внимания. Перчатка наверняка.
Dang, Marquis, light up! Hell, it gone dead on me now. I'm going to have to fix that sign proper this time round, I just need me a ladder and some tools from the basement.
Хорошо, что ты тупой проговариваешь это вслух. Значит, надо было, чтобы он туда пошел. Ля идет как по подиуму. Так, сейчас надо сохраниться. Че, мусор, пакет с мусором, тень. Мусорный ящик, может, в мусорном ящике что-нибудь полезное найдется.
It's filled with a bunch of dry rags, newspapers, and a half-empty...
Угу.
There's no doorknob. It's impossible to open it from this side.
А, ну тут
It's a fire
логично.
alarm and a smoke detector.
Надо поджечь содержимое, чтобы сработала сигналка и дверь автоматически разблокировалась.
All right, somebody's coming.
А, ты туда прячешься.
Hell's blazes, we got us a fire.
Так. Что тогда надо сделать? Он погасил. Может, поджечь все остальное?
It reminds me of something, but I just can't put my finger on it. I feel an uncontrollable urge to raise my hands, though. The shadow's being cast by those garbage bags.
Так, ну тут есть вопрос. То есть мне явно надо куда-то поставить обезьянку, потому что, как мы выяснили, обезьянка орёт. Если мне звонят, скорее всего, это моя еда. Устроим перекур. Так, я вернулся. Так, что мне делать с обезьянкой? Сюда поставить. Так.
All right, somebody's coming.
Hell's blazes, we got us a fire. Now, where's that voice coming from? Show yourself. All right there, mister. Just don't you fire that gun now, you hear? I'm sorry I chased you earlier. Freddy'll do the monkey for you right now, if that's what you want, He'll do the monkey until you ask him to stop, I reckon,
Блин, там была такая прикольная фраза, типа, почему вам не выстрелить, хотя он наоборот. Он обратно говорил, типа, только не стреляйте. О, а вот и Кортес.
You have no idea what I went through to find you. First...
Do you like movies?
Sure. Who doesn't? Wait a
Ой,
second.
наушник
I was trying to
садился.
tell you that...
I don't much like modern movies myself. They're either too loud and expensive or too obscure and self-indulgent. But old movies, really old movies, have a charm and a simplicity that appeals to me.
Listen, please don't interrupt me again. It's starting to piss me off.
But I have never interrupted you, unless I've had something important to say, of course. But go ahead. What is it you wanted to talk about?
Пицца, да.
Why did you make me search all
В
over
итоге я
the city?
заказал пиццу.
Search for me? I've been here for hours, señorita. I haven't moved.
Да.
The question ought to be, what made you go out of your way to find me?
Мы договорились встретиться сегодня утром.
As I remember it, there was no agreement. I said tomorrow, but you refused. I assumed you weren't interested. I apologize for making myself unavailable, however.
Don't give me that. You wanted me to come looking for you again.
Actually, no, I had to lay low for a few hours.
А ты его искал, детектив же, по-моему. Да.
Staking this place out?
Yeah. So it was a good thing I didn't stick my head out the door to look for you then, no?
He's gone now. Are you in some kind of trouble with the police? Wait, don't tell me. Immigration.
No, señorita. Not the police. There are bigger players than the police.
I don't want to know. I'm not getting mixed up with the mob or gangs or anything like that.
There's not much you want to be mixed up in at all, is there?
My life's complicated enough as it is, Mr. Cortez. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Answers. You want, you need answers.
You keep telling me that, but you never give me any answers. Just more questions. Like, who's out to get you? What's going on with me? How come you know so much about me?
I plan to answer all your questions today, April. By the time you go to sleep tonight, your world will have changed, and nothing will ever be the same.
You're just being cryptic again. It's like soap opera sex. Lots of boring dialogue, and when they finally go to bed, everything's dark and covered by blankets.
You want the full Monty then? Come with me. Come outside. No more talk. I will show you the truth.
Я покажу тебе правду. Раздевайся.
This is probably as good a place as any. At least there's no one around to see, except rats.
To see what?
Stand back, señorita.
What for? What are you doing?
Why, Alice, I'm sending you through the looking glass.
What? What is that? Please tell me it's a hologram.
It's a mirror to reflect your dreams.
I don't see anything, just light.
Oh, you have to step through.
Step through that? Oh no, I don't think so.
This is the moment of decision, April. All time, past and present, revolves around these.
Я вот не помню, нам дадут возможность вступить, или она сама.
But you must make the choice on your own. La vida es corta. You must decide how to live it best.
All right. I'll do it.
Vamos. Enter the light.
Don't say that. It sounds too ominous. Just tell me what's gonna happen.
You're about to take the first step on the longest journey of your life. But don't worry. I'll be waiting right here.
I must be insane to do this.
Yes. It's pretty much a given.
Все же мне дадут возможность пройти.
Oh, I almost forgot. When you're ready to come back, pay a visit to a friend of mine called Westhouse, Brian Westhouse. Vaya con Dios, child, and may the balance protect you.
Cortez?
Нет, это явно не Кортес.
Cortez!
Блин, вот взял так просто отправил 18-летнюю пиздючку в другой мир.
Wait, what was the name Cortez told me to remember? Westhouse? Brian Westhouse? I think that was it. Cortez said to look him up when I wanted to go home. Well, I want to go home now.
Куда идти? А.
The shutters are closed, but it's daylight outside.
Опа, священник. Здрасте.
Hello? Hi.
Et tu? Emile, tu vas?
Окей.
Ne? Tu van savken? Tu vuken alar? Et tu istak mele? Ithira? Ton maris ton.
Да-да, я из Старка. Но Эйприл это еще не знает.
Aku kandi. Good. Niranton al voce. Sank al coda magic. Torante. Salhe. Naven. All town.
Перевод субтитров неправильно. Он постепенно говорит на тему этого. Короче, постепенно начинаем это.
What does Altum mean?
Maris.
По-моему, просто мы постепенно начинаем понимать все равно. Уже слышали? Ну да, тут на русском надо было это писать частично. Ой. Угу. Олтонг, блять, вы просто все язык перевели как олтонг, ну серьезно.
I understand you. You speak English? Why didn't you just tell me straight away?
No, child. I do not speak English. I speak Naven, Oltung, the common language of Arcadia.
Arcadia? Wait a second. How did I get here? What is this place and who the hell are you?
Oh, my manners have abandoned me yet again. I'm afraid my preoccupation with ancient texts and the company of my fellow fathers have left me unequipped with the grace of social intercourse.
Meaning what?
That I have been rude. My name, dear child, is Tobias Grensret, and I am the Vestrum of the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance. We are the Fathers.
Okay. I'm April. April Ryan.
I take it this is your first shift, your first passage through the divide?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I guess this is my first shift.
Then I will explain everything. Someone must. You are without guidance, without a mentor?
Наставник остался с той стороны.
There's this guy Cortez. He assisted me, told me about magic and truth and dreams and portals. Crazy stuff. Well, it seemed crazy at the time, although now I don't.
Cortez? Ah, yes, Cortez. Very good, very good. Then come, let us proceed. Let me show you Mercuria, the grandest city of all ages.
Ну, пойдем посмотрим. Блин, вот мне тоже нравится, как поставлена эта сцена, что сперва мы попадаем вот в замкнутую, думаем, что, блин, какое-то странное подземелье или еще что. И только потом мы выходим на свет, и нам показывают все великолепие. Ну, естественно, с устаревшей графикой, но все равно. Как же это круто сделано. Со сценарной точки зрения.
Explore Mercuria, April. See the sights, meet the people, and then, when you are ready, return to the temple. I will answer whatever questions you may have then.
Давай. Походим. Попробуем. Что-то красное, это храм.
Fountain's been carved in one piece from a granite-like material.
Там что? Храм. Город.
What the hell kind of animal is that?
Хаванагилы православные. Ну, и тебе доброго вечера.
In a world without the screen, that's what passes for entertainment, and it's pretty darn good.
Давайте поговорим с торговцем.
Maps, I got maps. Can I interest you in a map, miss? Top-notch, hand-drawn in quality ink by
У меня денег только нету, а так все нормально.
Do you sell maps of the city?
Can't help you there, miss. The Guild of Tourism has monopoly on city maps.
И тут монополия.
You're not from around here, or you know that. Got tons of maps of all the Northlands, though, from the city of Tyrant to the Bay of Fire. Maps!
Это танцующий бобень. У меня денег нет на это.
How much are your maps?
That depends, miss. I got a very nice one.
6 аронов. Отлично. 6 аронов. Сколько это?
Fresh from the quill of a sunrider. Maps, get your maps here.
No No maps for me today, thanks.
Fair enough, miss, but don't expect me to come running to your aid if you ever get lost in Riverwood.
Карты мы у него, по-моему, потом будем покупать.
Probably end up a mole's dinner or worse. Maps.
Птица. Это ж ворон.
What a sorry-looking bird.
Hey, you don't look too polished yourself, lady.
Oops, I didn't know you could talk.
Didn't look as if you could talk either.
Мы наконец-то встретили лучшего персонажа. Так, я хочу выиграть у тебя птицу.
Want to test your skill and perception with a game of cups? There are prizes to be won.
Что я могу выиграть?
Well, there's coin, of course. Double your bet or choose from a wide variety of exotic prizes. Like this antique Domari canter from Gien. A superb replica of Mount
Мне нужна птица.
in pure solid iron.
Мне нужна птица.
A magic walnut from the once glorious island kingdom of
Мне нужна птица.
And this unique bird.
Get me out of here!
Keep your beak shut, you scraggly piece of... And he talks! Great for feasts and for the amusement of infants. He's our top prize.
Отдай мне ворона. Так, сейчас. А как надо играть?
You put your coin down on the table. I put a cup on top of it and
Ворон просто клёвый.
And all you have to do is guess which one hides your coin. And remember, no magic used and none allowed. This amulet right here will light up if you use magic. Then you'll be banned. For life.
Но у меня нет денег.
May the balance bring coin to your pocket, young lady, so that you may return to me.
Я вернусь к тебе. Мы выиграем эту гребаную птицу. Я только не помню, как там нам надо... Да. Раз, два, три. Нам надо будет как-то обмануть чашки. Я вот не помню, как именно. По-моему, при помощи недоеденной конфеты или чего-то типа этого. Так, ладно. Мне нужна гребаная птица. Так, у кого есть деньги? Не, к сожалению, в этой игре нет боевой системы, чтобы так поступить. Ой. Точно, я забыл, что у нас тут карта города. Да. Эйприл постоянно ломает четвертую стену, если на нее тыкать. Че на причале? Ох, как красиво-то.
Blue fire. It's either propane or magic. I'm guessing the latter.
Лодка, моряк. Груз.
Ahoy there, matey.
Pardon?
Isn't that how you sailors greet each other?
No.
А жаль.
What do you say then?
Usually, hello. And if it's sunny, nice day for it. We might even try a how are you today then, if we're feeling adventurous. But never, ever.
Да, тут есть куча претензий к переводу. Блин, вот единственное, что не помню. Я этот перевод откуда-то взял, но я вот не помню, это официальный перевод или нет. Как бы я сейчас сравнить не могу, потому что официальная русская версия нахуй не хочет работать на десятке. Вот. Но мне казалось, что в русской версии было лучше. Хотя, с другой стороны... Ага, у вас нету... У вас штиль.
No.
And why is that then?
Because it's not windy?
Exactly.
Well, can't you just
Ну
use
да.
oars or
Не, ну,
something?
учитывая, что игра родом-то из ранних 2000-х, но там был хороший перевод, и просто, ну, возможно, он был со своими проблемами, возможно, это он.
By Jaw's stunted left arm, that's
Но это был
it.
официальный причем перевод.
Why have we been moored to the dock for a month with our merchandise dropping in...
Are you being
Sarcastic? Me? What in Jaw's name makes you think that?
Давно нет ветра. У них нет ветра, окей.
since the last wind?
Near a month. Ever since that accursed alchemist put some kind of spell on the wind.
Алхимик.
The Moja'll be cursed if I know why. But it's a bloody catastrophe. I've sent some good people of mine up north to deal with him. But not one has returned.
Ну не посоветуйте разобраться.
Now the A-Reed High Council speak of sending an entire
А
army
вот
platoon to sort him out.
что мы сделаем с этим гребаным алхимиком, я помню. Ваше предположение. Что мы сделаем с алхимиком?
Who's this alchemist who cast a spell on the wind?
I believe his name is Clax. Roper
Да, Рупер Клакс, я тебя помню.
bloody rock somewhere up north beyond Riverwood.
Thanks for the chat.
Aye.
Просто если вы не играли в игру, вы никогда не угадаете, что мы сделаем с алхимиком, но... Обнимемся. Не. О, старый моряк. Мы... Даю подсказку. Мы его победим хитростью.
Hello, old man.
I got me no
Нет.
treasure and I got me no map of no buried treasure. I just be an old sailor with no ship, so leave us be.
Ты не хочешь со мной говорить? Кот. Кот, зачем гремишь, или это не ты? Что в сундуке,
Not in that chest.
What chest?
на котором ты сидишь?
The one you're sitting on.
Спасибо, Эйприл.
Oh, that be no chest, girl. That be me stool. I me stool, carved into the uncanny likeness of a chest.
But what's in it?
No priceless treasure, that be for sure. Nothing at all.
Но в этот раз мы с алхимиком точно не столкнемся. У нас еще нет предмета, чтобы его победить. Вторая подсказка.
No, really.
Не, ну...
What's in the chest?
Мужик, что у тебя там?
Oh, live snakes. Aye, snakes that'll bite your face off
Пиздит.
before you
Пиздит,
get
как
time to
дышит.
jump.
Я не помню, что там, но пиздит, как дышит. Мне просто любопытно.
Right. I be telling yous.
Да-да,
Curse
говори.
the balance, girl. You never give up, do you? I be having no real treasure in here, like I told ye.
Ну, понятно. Личные вещи, сувениры. Окей.
And things I be picking up now and then on me travels.
Скучно.
And me bed, it's where I be keeping me bed before I be losing him. I be a stupid old man. He be my best friend.
Он потерял птицу, а птицу у того торговца. Нам нужны деньги, нам нужно выиграть птицу. Либо нам нужен ствол, и мы украдем птицу.
What happened to your talking bird?
I be cheated out of
Вот, надул меня. Угу.
that cups handler on the
Ну да,
marketplace
он читерит, это я помню. А вот как его обыграть, я не помню.
bird up to try to win me money back.
And what happened?
He be taking me bird when I
Нет,
lose
не
him.
паленый философский камень.
I, my best friend taken from me. Cursed to be the balance. I be all lonesome now. The worst part is that me bird is now a prize to be won. A prize in the cups game.
Блин, я вот не помню. Нам как надо пометить будет чашку
Me poor bird.
без магии.
What's your bird's name?
Bird.
А да, он не ворон, он птица. Точно. Не, не философский камень.
Would it look like
Ладно.
Well,
Mar what? Ah, yous mean sea life.
Пукнутые
Aye, I
девочки.
tell yous.
О, расскажи историю.
bedtime stories with
Я новенькая в вашем магическом мире.
Ah, tales of the sea.
Ну, любой рассказ.
Aye, I be having plenty of tales to tell.
Ну, давай.
Sure, that sounds like a fine story.
Aye.
Рассказывай, я пока
Be
перекушу.
here 50 years ago that I was a mate on a sturdy old lady called the three-legged whore.
The what?
What do I be saying? She was called the Thrifty Horse, she was. Aye, that be her name. The Whistle What's It.
You don't remember the ship's name, do you?
Anyways,
Спасибо.
I be a young mate then, and we be anchored in Monterba, the grand western port of the once glorious Baksheevan Empire. I be having ship leave until the following evening, and it be me first visit to that exotic and dangerous port. So I sets out to have a look around. Now, bear in mind that Monterba be ruled by a mock, like all large Baksheevan cities. In principle, the mock be having to report to and pay half of all taxes to the emperor.
Я же говорил, что тут будет император.
But with the Baksheevan Empire having all but crumbled into pieces,
Я вот не помню, в этой части уже появляется именно та империя, которая в Dreamfall была. Вот не помню. Да-да-да, ладно, мне перестало быть... Ага. Ага.
And that be how I meet me bird. How I see Dus and the romance the mock's daughter. How I be chased from Monterba by the mock's so... girl, you do not be sleeping, do you?
Я нет, не сплю.
What? What? Sleeping? No. Just concentrating. Hard.
Ты заточишь алхимика в какую-то ловушку?
Solid.
Тепло.
Ever considered doing a book?
Aye, but the agents in Marcuria be bloodthirsty.
Oh, so they take an outrageous commission then?
No. They actually be bloodthirsty vampires with a penchant for biting your neck when you ain't be looking.
Тут водится вампир. Почему я из своего мира не захватил с собой ствол? Что я вообще захватил, надо вспомнить.
I'd better get going.
Yous young'uns be always running.
Да-да-да, пока старик. Так, я захватил кредитку. Отлично, я не смогу воспользоваться. Дневник. Отлично. Фотография. Класс обезьянки, лист. Золотое кольцо и кнопка. Кстати, золотое кольцо, по идее, я могу сыграть на золотое кольцо. Но сперва... Во-первых, сперва надо понять, куда мне идти на выход. Ага. Так, попробуем в храме спросить. Птицу мы точно выиграем. Я не помню, в этот заход или нет, потому что... Может, кнопка, конечно, там надо будет как-то пометить. У меня нету какого-то жучка.
Stout guardians of the city. Wooden, but stout. And that blue fire is way cool.
Так, причал, городские ворота, рынок. Пойдемте в храм, поговорим с чуваком. Он сказал, что когда со всеми поговорим, можно вернуться. Что больше я не вижу особо пока что точек для маршрута.
Excuse me, Mr. Tobias?
Tobias. Just call me Tobias, please. I require no ceremony from a distinguished guest such as yourself. Did you enjoy the sights?
I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. Walking around out there, seeing with my own two eyes things that can't possibly exist. I kept thinking, it's all a dream. I'll wake up at any moment now and everything will return to normal. But then I realized, I'm still here. It's real. I can touch it. I can smell it. And you know what? It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense here. Magic, alien creatures, parallel worlds. I don't believe in those things. I don't believe in fairy tales.
In your world, in Star,
По-моему, я только что видел молнию.
That is and always has been the curse of science.
Молнию,
the
да.
fallibility of logic and order. They leave no room for the imagination. If it does not fit into the narrow perception of the laws of nature that your world adheres to, it's a fairy tale. But then, magic has its downsides too. It's unpredictable. It invites chaos. It puts the balance in peril in a way that science alone never could.
I keep hearing about the balance and about Stark and Arcadia and... This is probably going to sound strange to you, but I'm clueless. I have no idea what this place is or what I'm doing here or...
Не, просто все логично.
All I know is that something...
Это Аркадия, мир магии. Ты живешь в Старке, мире технологий. А я забегаю вперед.
I had dreams, and the dreams felt so real, and then things started happening in real life too. Things that couldn't happen, and
I think I will begin at the very beginning. I believe that is why you were sent here. To learn, to understand, to see for yourself. Like you said, you cannot believe in this place. Well, you will. After you have learned the truth, you will. Come with me, and I will tell you the story of Earth as your books never have. And when your eyes and ears are open to the truth, perhaps your mind will follow.
Сейчас, ну, по-моему, все объяснят как раз. Блин, это только 2 глава. Их, по-моему, всего 13, кстати.
This is the true story of the balance, as observed by the Sentinel, the order of the balance, the Fathers. The Sentinel Minstrom committed this story to the pages of the scriptures and to these temple walls thousands of years ago, so that coming generations could learn and understand their past and their future. The wall paintings we are looking at became known as the murals of the balance, and it is through these images that I will recount our common history to you, April Ryan. The story begins and ends here, with this mural. Ages ago and in ages to come, the earth was one, and magic and science existed side by side in nature and in all people. There was balance, and there was harmony.
Но затем народ огня развязал войну.
One world, one earth. Magic and science in balance with each other, within each and every living creature. The power to make the stars dance and to create life itself was within our grasp. But then, humankind began to exploit this divine power of two, and they saw fit to use it for their own selfish purposes. The balance of the cosmos was in peril. Unless something was done, unless man was humbled and learned to fear the
хаос. Надо убить хаос.
the twilight of chaos would fall upon Earth. It had happened before, in distant times and on distant worlds, and it would happen again. And every man, woman, and child of every people and every race would be devoured by the coming apocalypse. We were given a visitation then. The drag kin, having lived among us for
Не братья Дрейк.
rose to
Дрейк Кин.
balance and assist
Драконы.
preserving the balance on our world.
Блять, это точно не официальная версия перевода. Ладно, я буду дополнять перевод.
I think I've heard that name before.
Drykin, Draken, Dragons, whichever name they go by, they remain the eternal servants and
Ладно, вернемся к драконам.
There were 4 of them here on Earth, and of the 4, one who would found the order of the balance, the Sentinel. The first Minstrom were instructed
Добрый вечер.
that
Привет.
magic and science would have to be separated before the balance collapsed and brought untold disaster. Earth would have to be split in 2 equal parts. Arcadia and Stark, magic and science, chaos and order. The first Sentinel were counted 13, 6 scientists,
Можно чуть
6
погромче звук игры.
magicians, and one was the
Сейчас.
king, the drag kin, our mentor,
Вот так
our
давайте.
custodian, our learned guide.
Так нормально?
Both
Братья
magic and
Дрейка.
science were needed to perform this most difficult of tasks. to split a world in two, to create two worlds from one.
Wasn't the use of that kind of power dangerous to the balance?
Yes, and so for this purpose, they built a tower to channel their powers and focus them on the divide that
Так нормально по громкости?
The kin had brought a disc with them, a disc forged in the fire of their world. Placed at the base of the tower and the epicenter of the divide, the disc and the tower would become one, a conduit for the flow of magic and science. At the appointed hour, the 13 came to the tower, and with them a woman whose destiny was decided by the purpose to which she had been born. She would be the first guardian, the human protector of the balance, who would stay in the tower for 1,000 years to watch over the two worlds and to ensure that the flows of magic and science were always equal. And so the ritual began.
Блин, мне не хочется спойлерить. Но как бы очевидно, что раз там была женщина и баланс, то, видимо, мы ее новое воплощение. История об избранном. Хотя это сказка, так что такие истории логичны.
For the magical creatures, the choice was simple. They had to go to Arcadia. Their kind would not survive in Stark. But for others, families were torn apart, lovers separated, and friends lost for all eternity. Encircled by the 12 and the one who would be guardian, the disc at the base of the tower began to spin faster and faster as more and more power flowed through it, until it was a blur. Darkness enveloped the tower, but the disc glowed brighter and brighter. Reality turned, and in one moment, a new reality had been created and two new worlds born. In the tower there was silence. The original disc had disappeared, and in its place was a smaller counterpart, a similar yet different disc. Around and outside the tower the world looked different. They were now between Stark and Arcadia, between reality and dream. This was the realm of the balance and of the guardian, and it would be her home for the next 1,000 years. The one who was kin picked up the disc and said, "This disc is a counterpart to the original disc, which has now become this realm, and the key to which has been split and divided in 4. The key is the disc, and the disc is this realm." This mystified the 12, and the one who was kin continued, "Know only this. The Guardian's realm cannot be broken unless the disc is broken. But nor can it be repaired without the disc being repaired. The 4 pieces, that is the key, will be given to the 6 of you who are to be taken to Arcadia for safekeeping. Yet the key will never be complete," he went on, "without the precious stones that adorn each piece. I will keep one, and my fellow kin the 3 others. Should the day come when this realm must be repaired, or the worlds reunited, and that day will come, you will assemble the disc, and the kin will come together one last time." With that, 6 of the 13 went to Arcadia, and 6 to Stark, and the one who would be guardian ascended to the throne. Witness the mural, where her dreams and hopes, her very soul, were locked away in the disc. In service of the balance, these traits were nothing but barriers. Through new eyes, the imbalance between the worlds was as clear as the stars themselves to the Guardian, and with one thought, she channeled chaos from Arcadia and logic from Stark into the disc, and redistributed the power wherever it was needed. A new era had begun, the era of the Guardian. After they left the tower, 2 of the Drakkin went to Stark, the other 2 to Arcadia. The 6 who came to each world started what is now known as the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance. But while in Arcadia the Sentinel thrived, in Stark
То
they
есть
did
есть
not.
по 2
In
дракона и
Stark, the
по 6
memories of
хранителей.
magic and the balance could not survive in the face of the new reality of
Я что-то
natural
путаюсь.
laws of logic and of science. And soon, very soon, Arcadia became nothing more than legend, a myth, tales of fairies to recount to impressionable children, and stories to frighten and entertain around a fire. And while dreams still brought
Аркадия, а
sights and
почему?
sounds of Arcadia to those asleep in Stark, they were discounted as mere dreams and nothing more.
То есть у меня тоже какая-то еще
That's
ассоциация
it?
есть.
We forgot
в
about our
индексе.
past and about Arcadia? And that's the way things are? Then what's wrong with that? And why does magic from Arcadia
А чё там в
seem to have begun
Яндексе,
leaking through to
Аркадия?
Stark?
That is another long story. But I can tell that you are tired of stories, and so I shall be brief. As I told you, while in Arcadia, the Sentinel grew in numbers and in strength. In Stark,
Меня смущает
while
слово «Старк»,
flourishing
потому
for
что я
a brief
фанат
time,
песни
we
«Льда
were
и
soon
пламени».
diminished and powerless. Some of the Stark Sentinel did not take kindly to this, and they berated the Arcadian Sentinel for their politics and teachings. The Stark Sentinel wanted people to work towards reunification, while their brothers did not. So the inevitable soon came to pass, and the Stark Sentinel parted ways with their Arcadian brothers and named themselves the Vanguard. And while at first their philosophy was not so different from ours, over the years it changed radically. The Vanguard wanted the divide torn down, the worlds reunited, and the return to what they called the Glorious Ages, when humankind could control the forces of cosmos.
Ну да, я понимаю.
But first they needed their own servant in charge of the balance, their own guardian. Now, every 1,000 years, a new guardian took the place of the old one, because no one can be separated from their souls for any longer than 1,000 years. Every 1,000 years, a new guardian was born. The balance provided the seed from which a new fruit grew. But now, it has been 200 years since the previous guardian, the 12th guardian, was to be replaced. Every new child born to the balance has been taken away by the Vanguard, to be studied in an attempt to control them. In every instance so far they have failed. But the 12th guardian could wait no longer. Only a short time ago the disk in the tower shattered, and the guardian left his throne. The balance is now untended, and we have yet to find a new guardian. Unless we do so, the Vanguard may get their chance. And they may be able to place their own puppet on the throne, to rule the balance according to their principles. And this we cannot allow. It will mean the end of Stark and Arcadia, and the dawn of an era of chaos.
Хаос, убить хаос, извините.
I understand the history. I can even accept it. But I don't understand why I'm here and what Cortez wants with me.
The balance is in peril, April. The Guardian has abandoned his tower. He has disappeared, and there is no one to take his place. He must be reinstated to protect the balance until a new Guardian may be found.
And what can I do? I'm nobody. I've just been having a lot of bad dreams.
You are a strong shifter. I have not seen your like in my lifetime.
A shifter?
Someone capable of opening doors between worlds. A shift. A portal between the realms of Stark
Ну,
and
открывал-то портал
Arcadia.
не я, открывал Кортес.
Are you kidding? I didn't do anything. Cortez was the one who opened the shift, and he just waved his hands around in the air. I don't think I'd be capable of opening a portal even if I had a magic wand.
Only a shifter's own power can allow her to travel. No one else can do this for her. Cortez only channeled your power to aid you. He would not be able to step through the shift himself.
Even if that's true, I don't have any control over my talent.
Not yet. But in time you will. How else do you intend to travel back to your world?
God, I hadn't even thought about that yet. Can you
Тебе
help
же
me?
назвали имя. К кому надо обратиться?
Even if I could shift, I would not be able to channel through you like Cortez did.
So, I'm on my own?
If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. But aside from that, yes, you are.
That's so...
Ну блин, он не это сказал, что в субтитрах сказали.
It has been unseasonably warm. If you don't mind, I will return to my studies now. Thank you for listening to an old man and his long stories.
No, thank you. It's starting to make a little bit of sense now.
That is good news.
У меня есть один вопрос. Где мне нахуй найти того чувака, к которому Кортес сказал обратиться? Эйприл, не тупи. Я понимаю, важная информация, но давай не будем тупить. Мы умные. Нас зовут не Кейт Уокер, мы умные. Во.
Do you know a man named Brian Westhouse?
Westhouse? That old goat? Yes, unfortunately. What would you with him?
I need to find him.
I do not know where he lives. I hear somewhere on the outskirts of the city by the sea, but I cannot tell you any more.
А это не тот старик, который нас усыпил?
Who'd know about Westhouse?
His whereabouts? I do not understand what you would with him. He is rude, uncultured, and ignorant.
Cortez told me to look him up.
Well, I do not know where he lives or frequents, but someone at the market may. He trades merchandise there.
Нам нужен картежник. Картограф. Кого что узнаете о Кортезе, об Аркадии? Ладно. Хотя не, надо спросить про Кортеза, я не помню просто. По-моему, он будет мутно отвечать.
What do you know about Cortez?
Your mentor? What has he told you about himself?
Not much. Nothing, in fact. He's a complete mystery to me.
To learn something about someone, the best way to go about it is to ask them yourself. There is nothing I can do to
Но
enlighten
мы
you.
не можем его спросить.
But who is he?
He is who he is, what he is. If he has not told you himself, then perhaps he does not wish you to know. It would be improper for me to divulge his secrets.
You're as bad as he is. No offense. It's just frustrating.
Ну не
I
очень жаль, типа.
understand. The next time you see him, tell him what you have told me. Maybe he will tell you the truth, maybe he will not. It is his
Раздражает меня все равно перевод местами. Раздражаете, как же мне уже стартнул.
You keep telling me so, and I do believe you.
Так, значит, нам нужен, во-первых, торговец картами. Во-вторых, мне нужны деньги, чтобы выиграть гребаную птицу. Так, ты. Сам такой.
I'm looking for Brian Westhouse.
Briar west of house? It's not on any of my maps, and I've never heard of it. Maps!
Слышал-то все.
Not a place, Mr. Brian Westhouse.
I would most certainly remember a name as queer as that, and I don't. Get your maps while they're fresh.
Где могу найти гильдию за туристов?
They're closed for the holidays.
Sure, that makes sense. Bye.
Maps! Get your fresh maps here. Buy 2.
Talking bird. It's the traditional game of cups in which you stand no chance of ever winning. The fun part is seeing just how much you can possibly lose in one go.
Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу. Вот вопрос тогда, куда... Да не буду я с ним говорить. Кто может помочь? Сказали, что где-то за городом. Может, тот старик все же это и есть Брайан Вестхаус? Давайте узнаем. Это не Брайан Вестхаус.
Hello again, old man.
It be you.
Ну, можно спросить-то про Вестхаус будто?
See you.
Не можно. А ты, может, знаешь, кто такой Брайан Вестхаус?
Nice to... Bye.
Не знаешь. Так. Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу. Это вопрос, может, можно разговорить того картежника, и он мне все же скажет.
Those guys must be part of the City Watch. They look a hell of a lot more intimidating than the Newport cops, despite the lack of an exoskeleton.
Туалет.
This guy's selling musical instruments. Most of these I don't even recognize, but he's... I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment. Still, good to know where to get one in case of, musical emergency. This lady's selling fresh fish. I've never seen fish like this
Так,
before.
окей, значит, у нас есть торговец инструментами. А денег мне этот священник, я так понимаю, не займет. Сюда нельзя, город. Туда нельзя. Куда мне тогда?
Maps.
Mind if I...
Yes.
Вы знаете, Вестер мой сосед.
How do you get
Как
along?
The
соседом.
cup's handler. Stay away from him, miss.
How would he know if I did?
Oh, he's got one of those blasted talismans. They're always digging up, get a proper...
Thanks for your...
Map!
Bob.
Map!
Так, может, ты что-нибудь мне расскажешь?
How about...
How do I
Как надо
play?
играть?
You put your coin down on the table, and remember...
Да-да-да, окей.
May the...
Ну, нет денег все еще. У меня есть дневник. Ладно, давайте я просто посмотрю, как. Вообще, кстати, логично. Блин, надо просто вспомнить, что в этой игре такое постоянно, что ты идешь, тебе, короче, говорят, что нет, и тебе надо пойти еще, блядь, задолбать. Типа, грубо говоря, что надо сходить за подсказкой. Ты же уже был ко мне повернут.
The map merchant in the city. He is known as the Rolling Man.
Rolling Man.
Strange tool.
A bicycle?
Perhaps. It has a...
I'll see you.
Вот, надо спрашивать про Роллингмена. Что у вас там происходит? Остановитесь.
Maps!
Да-да-да.
Can you tell me where the Rolling Man lives?
Maybe, maybe not. Why?
Because I need to find him.
Sorry, guild rules. I'm not a...
I really need to know where the Rolling Man lives.
Будем заебывать.
Sorry, can't do.
Please? Pretty please?
No, 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 young lady. Don't give me that doe-eyed look. Don't. Blasted be the balance. You're giving me that doe-eyed look, aren't you? I still can't tell you, though. I got maps.
Please tell me where the Rolling Man lives.
No, can't do, miss. I can't divulge.
Да можешь ты. О, кто-то идет. Синий.
You're late again, and you know what else? You're fired! Give me back the delivery list and get your sorry blue skin elsewhere!
Окей, значит, у тебя есть работа для меня.
Bah, never hire a Dolmari to do a human job.
What are you gonna do now without a delivery boy?
Hire a new one, of course. Blasted be the balance. That means I'll have to pay the damn fee to the Guild of Merchants. Damnation!
Maybe I could help you out.
Наймемся на работу.
You? How?
I'm quick, honest, and reliable, and I've got a lot of experience in the service industry.
Perhaps a female errand boy could work if the Guild of Merchants don't find out.
I won't tell them if you don't.
Mind the pay is not much, only a single errand per delivery, plus whatever tip the customer may see fit to give you.
I'll take the job, if you want me.
Agreed. Maybe you'll even bring in some new business. Here's the delivery list for today and your first map.
Капитан
It's for
Белого
the captain
Дракона.
of the White Dragon. Nebeve, I think his name is. You'll find him in the harbor.
Как так на работу устроились? Ну, возможно, возможно.
Oh, and remember to have the customer sign the delivery list. The guild.
Bye now.
Maps.
Я так понимаю, самая проблема будет как раз заставлять их расписаться, если я правильно помню. Блин, я игру последний раз проходил лет 10 назад, если не больше. Я все еще помню ее. Прикольно даже как-то. Карта капитана. Капитан.
How are you today?
Like,
Is this the White Dragon?
that's what the big white letters on the prow spell out. What do you think?
I'm looking for the captain. Is he around?
Он есть
What would
капитан.
you with the captain of the White?
I have a delivery for...
Aye. Hand the map over, girl.
Ну, держи карту.
Thank you.
Так, он мне дал один денок. А вот теперь мне нужно, чтобы ты расписался.
Sign this, please.
What is it?
I need your signature.
Map?
The one I just...
Oh, that
Why not?
Почему?
brings bad luck to give a piece of yourself in that manner.
Who told you that...
I'm from Gien, and we're a spiritual people. Our souls are in balance with our bodies, and the great Mojal has taught us not to endanger this balance. Signing my name, giving a piece of myself in that manner...
Как вы документацию все ведете-то у себя? Хотя они могут этими, как называется, печатями.
choose to make my life difficult?
Hey, blame organized religion.
Блин, ничего подобного, он это... Верните, точнее, вините организованную церковь. Точнее, организованную религию, блин. Почему перевод такой кривой местами?
Pardon?
That's what this is all about. You can't write.
So what? So what if I can't write? So what if I was born at sea and never spent more than a month ashore ever since? I still won't sign your accursed paper, by Jal.
Look, all you have to do is sign an X next to your name on the list.
You can't trick the great Mojal. The Mojal's untrickable.
That's not trickery. It's legally binding.
I said no.
Что мне сделать,
Is there
чтобы
anything
подписали?
I can do to get you to sign?
No. Well, yes. But no.
Look, Captain, I'm desperate here. I really, really need some kind of signature.
Well, there's always
Музыка.
music.
Я видел.
What's music got to do with you signing my list?
Я видел лавку.
Nothing. But it distracts the Mojal.
What are you talking about? Why would you need to distract the...
Ты не... Эйприл, до меня дошло, все в
I
порядке.
can't sign when there's a chance the Mojal is watching. Music distracts the Mojal. Ergo,
Вы просто зайдите это под крышу, тогда Моджал не увидит.
Always distracted? I mean, there's always music somewhere in the world.
the Mojal has an eye and an ear for every acolyte. And straying from the path can bring great wrath upon us.
Granted, I know very little of the Mojal. But seriously, maybe you should look into alternative religions?
Blasphemy.
Ну,
Besides,
блин, не знаете, а
I only
может вам
have
стоит
to visit the
рассмотреть другие
temple once
религии.
every 2 years, and the membership fees are quite reasonable.
So, if I play some music, you'll sign?
Aye. I'll give you that much.
I'll be back.
Блин, надо будет до следующего
don't
стрима
doubt it for a
попробовать найти
second.
другой перевод. Ну да ладно. Просто не знаю, мне кажется, это не официальный все же перевод. Официальный, мне помнится, лучше, но, блин, если это официальный, я буду грустить. Хотя, блин, учитывая, сколько я мучился с игрой, проще играть уж с таким, хоть местами кривоватым, но переводом. Я все равно все воспринимаю на слух и могу в случае чего перевести.
What's your, most affordable instrument?
Не какой тебе нравится, а какой у вас самый доступный
The
инструмент?
flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's 1 Aaron?
Видимо, это бинго.
I'll have the flute. That's 1 Aaron, isn't it?
Окей, мы потратили 1 золотой, чтобы это. Ну,
As
все.
luck would have it, I actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the, Mojal won't mind.
Он сказал, что типа я не очень хорошо умею играть, но думаю, моджалы это не сильно расстроит. Скорее так стоило перевести. Не, на самом деле, как его, Рогнар Торнквист крутой сценарист. И он может писать хлесткие диалоги. В этой игре они тоже присутствуют прямо в огромном количестве. Просто как бы, ну, какие-то попадают, какие-то нет. Так, ты возьми список.
I'm ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both.
И да, и как это называется, дурацкие, но смешные ситуации тоже. Вот хотя бы вот это вот взять. Не знаю, на мой взгляд, это забавно. В формате сказки. Вся эта ситуация.
Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Отлично. А тут есть быстрый переход на... видимо, нету. На карту города. Так, продолжаем. Я думаю, пройдем сегодня 2-ю главу и на этом остановимся. Но я не помню, долго ли до конца 2-й главы. Сейчас, секунду, я гляну как раз этот момент. А, стоп, это у меня там, это у меня вот тут. Ну, сейчас, давайте поступим как. Я сбегаю покурить там, потому что будут диалоги, если я правильно помню. И пройдем за сегодня 2-ю главу. стоп, надо, наверное, ему отдать список. И не поговорить.
Right.
День,
Your
деньги
next
гони.
assignment is a map of Shangagriel to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
Нет.
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons. First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South
На
Street.
запад, потом на
For about 4 minutes of
на север кольца южный, да.
That's when you
Confusing.
see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way. Nasty, nasty neighborhoods. Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
Я уже запутался.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it.
Так, короче, мне в западную часть, окей.
You'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
Ну, прыгай, кот.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town. Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Yeah, sure you do.
Немного кота.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile. Or should that be Parrock Lane? Yes, Parrock Lane. Head west on Parrock Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
Таверна честь девушки.
No, west. Parrock Lane has a few twists and turns.
Блять, я уже запутался, куда мне идти.
Is it a big tower?
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its
Господи,
ravaging
хорошо, что этот чувак не работает навигатором.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The Rolling Man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically,
Типа вот сюда
go west
куда-то.
until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Угу. Я правильно угадал, куда. Окей. Мы пошли. У меня для него карта, да. У меня для него карта. А деньги ты мне не дал деньги. Или типа одна монета это как раз моя плата.
Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Mason, what is it now? Oh, well, guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanyef, are you?
Sorry, I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by
Я
any
из
chance
Старка.
from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were two of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink.
Карту-то, кстати, забери. И деньги дай.
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I
То
do
есть он
for
тоже
you?
из Старка. Да хорош бухать. Поговорить надо.
I have a
Во-первых, я
delivery
принесла
for
вам
you.
A
посылку.
delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. Hold your horses. What are you doing
Куда?
working for the
Куда?
guild?
Не падай.
Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
Подписать только не забудь.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Так, погоди. Писал
Sign this,
нахуй.
please. It's just to confirm that I made the delivery.
Certainly.
Все, спасибо. Так,
Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
теперь надо
Back
поговорить еще.
again so soon, Miss Ryan?
Да не скоро вернешься. Быстро ты вернулась.
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fella, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a
Да,
chimney.
очень похоже на Кортеза.
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my old life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
Это было
But
300 лет
that's
назад.
almost 300 years
Да.
ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934.
Время
Between
счет
the
пойму.
worlds, where you dream, time has little meaning. I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
For 300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300
То есть время
years,
идет нормально, только можно
disconcerting, really.
запутаться во времени.
Disconcerting.
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
Почему Мэнни он назвал? Вот.
How did you end up here in Mercuria?
Да не... Как там дела? Как вы оказались тут?
Story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 7, in the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic? I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
Ну вот и куда оно тебя привело? Что случилось в
So what
Индии?
happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to...
Случилось-то там что?
The unknown attracts. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of 34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide. And it's not an easy road to take.
Пока один путь.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer
Ну, правда, это уже не про эту игру, а про следующую.
I should get going.
All right.
Ну ладно, он мне не поможет.
Hold on one second, Miss Ryan. I just remembered something. It's such a long time ago, I'd almost forgotten, but Manny did give me something that might be of interest.
Как ты агрессивным становишься, иди.
What is it?
It's a pocket watch. Manny gave it to me the last time I saw him. I never quite understood why, but maybe you can tell me.
Did he say anything about it?
He said that when his heart started beating again, he would know. It would be like a message in Morse code, a beacon. Damn watch never worked, and the winding mechanism is broken, so it's probably not worth much. You're welcome to it if it's any help.
Thanks.
Окей, что мне делать с этими часами? Надо их
It's an antique
рассмотреть.
pocket watch. It's not ticking. The knob used for winding the watch seems to have broken off, and there's only a tiny hole left. If I insert this pin carefully into the hole, like so, and then slowly wind it... It worked! It's ticking!
Опа. А ты со мной не пойдешь?
I did it! It's a shift! I can go home!
By God, it's a shift. I haven't seen one for ages.
Why don't you come back with me, Mr. Westhouse? You could say hello to your old friend, Manny.
If I tried to step through that, Miss Ryan, I would suffer a most unpleasant experience. And I would be lost in the between forever. Besides, I built this house with my own 2 hands. I wouldn't want to leave it to these barbarians. And what does your Stark have to offer me? This world is more recognizable to me now. Now you go ahead, mister, and go back. And don't let your curiosity of the unknown tempt you into making another shift.
Thanks for your help.
Say hello to Manny for me. Tell him I'm doing all right. And then I said, thanks.
Ну-ка, Кортес, признавайся. Вон, а то будут в тебя стрелять.
Oh, God, it's real. It's all true. I saw it. I saw the other world. Arcadia. Either I'm going crazy or you were right about everything.
Let's hope for the latter, mi amiga? So I gather your trip was a success.
Success? My whole world has been turned topsy-turvy, so I don't think success is the right word. Nothing about it makes sense. Fact is, I don't believe in magic.
The sun does not need you to believe in it to rise in the morning, señorita. You have seen the truth with your own 2 eyes. I can do nothing more to convince you. It is up to you now.
Well, do I have a choice? I have to believe at least some of it. My life wouldn't make much sense otherwise.
You are a true skeptic, April. Está bien. We need your kind to balance the hopeless romantics like myself.
Кто ты на самом деле,
Who are you
Кортес?
really, Cortez?
Excuse me?
People knew you over there in Arcadia. Tobias. He didn't know you by your real name, but he did know you. And Mr. Westhouse, he knew you too, as Chavez, but several hundred years ago.
So my secrets are being revealed, are they?
I wouldn't say that, because you're still a mystery to me. More so.
Good. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic.
Вообще я с ним согласен.
Magic is not knowing. Magic is wondering.
С другой стороны, я-то знаю, кто он.
How and where.
I'd settle for the truth, just to be able to know you. Because, honestly, I don't mean this in a bad way. You scare me, Cortez. I'm afraid of you.
And you are not the only one, mi amiga. I'm sorry, but whatever it is about me that mystifies you, it will have to stay a secret. There are things even you should not know.
Gee, thanks. That really helped.
Perdóname. Perhaps later, when we are certain of what the future holds, okay? I think I can promise you that, señorita Ryan. Later. But for now, we must speak of more important matters.
Что происходит? Более важное.
The minstrel told you about the balance, about Stark and Arcadia.
A man named Tobias. He was called the Vestrum, I think. Vestrum Tobias.
Ah, so Tobias made Vestrum. Que bien, good. I knew he would go far when I first met him years ago. He was just an instrument then, a student of the balance, but he was smart and resourceful.
Мне кажется, тут неправильный перевод, я не пойму, какой правильный, потому что вроде буквально.
That the Guardian was missing and that the balance was failing. He said this would bring chaos into both worlds.
As we are already seeing, your dreams, your nightmares, they are part of these. You sense chaos more keenly than most, but even they are beginning to notice that things are not as they should be. Like last night.
Что произошло параллельно?
What you saw, you were not alone this time. There were others, and they saw the same thing. Not nightmares anymore. Real. The first sign of the damage chaos can do.
Хаос, надо убить. Когда-нибудь я успокоюсь от этого мема.
A breach could prove catastrophical.
You helped me back, didn't you?
To shift? See? The power is yours, yes?
But for now, you need me to focus your powers to call forth your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. To travel from one world to the next, you must pass through the world of dreams. It is the only way. You are capable of opening a shift on your own, but you might not be able to.
What do you mean?
The power, the magic is within you. And when you sleep, sometimes you open the portal without even being aware of it. But when you're awake, it's more difficult. With practice, you will do it.
I don't think I want to do it.
You must. The worlds depend on it.
So what do I do?
We must work together, April. I can't do it alone, and neither can you.
But what exactly is it that we have to do?
4 things. We must find the lost guardian, we must locate the gateway to his realm, and the disc that is the key to his tower, and we must do what we can to curtail and defeat the Vanguard.
How are we going to find the guardian?
The moment he surrendered his throne and left his realm, he stepped back into our world, this world, Stark. This is where he was born, and so this is where he must return to.
But he could be anywhere, right?
This city has power, April. Not magic, but the opposite of magic. And it draws people to it like flies to an open fire. All the pieces of the puzzle come together here. You, me, the Vanguard, the Guardian. I can guarantee you that he's here. But where exactly, I do not know. I think maybe the Vanguard do. I think they may have him.
If they have him, how are we going to get him back? And why do they need him? Why do we need him?
He left his realm, but he's the last Guardian. And only he can open the doorway back to his realm to let his successor through. The Vanguard knows this. But what they don't know, yet, is how to get there.
Со стражем я не помню, в чем будет приколюх, по-моему. Какой-то будет, но ладно, не важно. Короче, надо спасти мужика из лап какой-то зловещей организации, из лап иллюминатов. Дальше невозможные вещи.
That I do not know. That knowledge wouldn't be here in Stark. You must go to Arcadia, study the books, talk with the minstrel and others who might know, but not yet. First, we must finish our mission here.
Where is the key to the Guardian's realm?
In Arcadia. The key contains 2 parts. One is the disc itself, the other is the 4 jewels, the eyes of the dragons. That gives the disc the properties of the balance.
Диск должен быть в Аркадии, но драгоценность-то у нас.
Where is the disc?
The disc was left in the care of the Sentinel 10,000 years ago. In the beginning, it was kept in the open, displayed for all to see. But not anymore. Not since thieves tried to make away with it. They will know where it is. Ask Tobias, Vestrum Tobias.
Where are the 4 jewels?
Ah, the eyes of the dragons. They are kept by the 4 dragons themselves. 2 in Arcadia and 2 in Stark. The white dragon has 1, as does the old one. These you must find yourself.
Это аркадианские.
I'll help you with the others.
How do we defeat the Vanguard?
The Vanguard are strong here and growing stronger. Even in Arcadia, they are gaining a foothold. And with the Tyrant on a leash, the future looks quite bleak.
Tyrant.
How do you know so much about what's going on in Arcadia?
Voices whisper in my ear, señorita. Voices that I trust.
You're saying the Vanguard are strong here. How come I haven't heard about them?
Слышал, просто под
They
другим
don't go by
названием.
that name here. Did you ever hear of the Church of Voltec?
Sure, they're... Oh, that's the Vanguard?
See.
Then they're big, very big. But why do they... Why assume a different name here?
In Arcadia, they flaunt their philosophy. They preach the destruction of the balance under the pretense of returning humankind to the glories of the past. Here, they cannot do that, so they have integrated themselves slowly but surely into society under the subterfuge of the New Age religion, and they've built a financial empire to match governments.
Иллюминаты, короче.
The
Как я и
Vanguard
сказал.
own multinational companies. They own planets, April. They own armies. All they need is the balance, and they will own everything. The twin worlds will be at their mercy.
So, we basically don't stand a chance, do we? Against an enemy like that.
If we hold at bay the forces of chaos, and if we ensure the natural continuation of the Guardian's role within the balance, then they will have lost.
How are we supposed to fight this chaos you keep talking about?
You're the key, April. You have the power to shift, yes? But there's more to you than that. You are a child of the balance. And you... no, that will have to wait. By just being alive, you counter chaos. Without you, last night might have turned out much worse.
Не может, а
That
могла.
tiny breach might have been permanent.
Могла.
I didn't do anything.
Imagine the power you wield when you really do something. Trust me on this, amiga. It's instinctive to you to fight chaos. You see it so clearly, and you will know what to do. You are most needed in Arcadia, where chaos is a part of reality. The tidal wave will hit there first, and unless it's subdued before it hits Stark full force, we'll never stand a chance. So you will have to travel to Arcadia after we are done here.
Okay, so that's it? Kick some Vanguard ass, find the Guardian, locate the entrance to his realm, and a 10,000-year-old disc and 4 dragon-eyed jewels?
Говноплан.
And oh, April, make sure you do battle with the physical manifestations of chaos along the way, because hey, that's your destiny. It's impossible, Cortez. I can't do these things. I'm 18, I'm an artist. No, not even that, I'm nobody. You can't place all these responsibilities on my shoulders. I can't carry that much.
I will help you, April. Others too, you're not alone.
Well, I feel very alone, and I can't even tell anybody about this. Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm the Chosen One. Can you help me save the world from evil and chaos?
There is no chosen one, April. There are only those who would and those who wouldn't. You have a choice between the two.
You said I had powers, that I wasn't like everybody else.
True, but you still have a choice. Prophecies can never unravel the will of a single human. You are one of many possible paths, but unfortunately, most of the alternative paths have been blocked by circumstances beyond our control. The world does depend on you, but you have not been chosen. You choose for yourself what you are and what you will be.
Then the choice will have to be, yes,
Да,
let's save
хватит
the world.
упрямиться. Давай спасать мир.
Where do we start?
Here, in Newport. We must find out about the Vanguard. Their headquarters are in this city, but where? Do they have the Guardian under lock and key? What are their weaknesses? Once we've done that, you must travel to Arcadia. I cannot go there, and besides, I have things to take care of here.
Right. Except, where the hell do I go to find out about the Vanguard? The library? The net?
Valuable information is hard to find. Remember the painting I showed you yesterday?
Помню.
Sure.
The artist, a boy named Warren. I told you about him, yes? Warren is involved in a lot of activities that aren't exactly legal. He has connections. He can point us in the right direction.
All right, okay. Where do I find him?
My friend, Father Raul at the Hope Street Cathedral, he's had some contact with the boy lately. Ask him.
Wait, did you say Hope Street?
Yes?
As in the most dangerous neighborhood in Newport?
Is it? I don't usually follow the civic affairs of the city. I remember Hope Street when they first built it. A clean neighborhood.
Ну, конечно. Сейчас уже,
That
видимо, не
must have been
клин.
a very long time ago.
Still, I'm sure you'll be safe. You're a girl, no? A self-respecting gentleman would never harm a girl.
It's the
Карта стала от
self-respecting
жизни лет
gentleman
на
part I'm
300.
concerned about. Still, I can handle myself. Father Raoul, was it? At the Hope Street Cathedral?
Yes. He will lead you in the right direction. Help you find Warren Hughes. When you're done tomorrow, we will meet up at the cathedral late in the afternoon. I need to speak with Raoul as well.
Okay, good. It's a plan then?
Enjoy yourself tonight, April. Who knows what the future may hold? Good night.
Интересно, пойдет ли она в итоге на свидание с этим. Забавно, кстати, что в аркаде никто не обращал внимания на мою одежду. Так, никого.
I don't need to make my bed. It's been too
В
hot to sleep with a
смысле,
cover.
куда мне тогда идти? Ладно. Чё? Чё, я могу сделать скамейку? Сесть на неё, что ли?
It would be great to take a few hours out just to sit here and watch life pass by.
Ладно, идем, идем. Загадочная дверь. Здорово,
Pulling
Чарли.
long hours today, Charlie?
Unfortunately, yeah. Are you staying for the show tonight?
What show?
You don't know who's playing?
А кто?
I've had a few other things on my mind these past few days, Charlie. Sorry. Anybody good?
Anybody good? Are you kidding? Roy and Dale's playing. It's the first gig on their new tour. Sort of returning to their roots before they do the big venues.
Tonight? Great, that's perfect. Especially
Блин, я вот
tonight.
на самом деле
I
слово
need some
гик
serious unwinding.
после Киберпанка вот только
Yeah?
узнал.
What's up?
Nothing, I'm just tired.
You don't look too hot either.
Забавное слово на
I
самом
mean,
деле.
you always look hot, but you look a little beat, a little tired.
Do you mean that? About me always looking hot?
Yeah, you know, I think you're the most beautiful girl in the world. I've told you before.
I just have a hard
Ты
time
что, со мной
accepting it,
заигрываешь,
that's all.
Чарли?
Thanks, Charlie, you're so sweet.
Только не говори, что ты гей.
When does the concert start?
In less than an hour. I expect the place to be crowded.
Thanks, Charlie.
No problem.
Ну, давайте пойдем займем место. А, подруженца идет.
So where have you been all day? You didn't show up at school, you weren't at work, and then Fiona tells me you're out looking for Cortez again, and on top of that, Zach brags about bagging a date with you. What's up with that?
Oh, shit! Zach! I totally forgot. He's gonna kill me. If I don't show up, that is.
You mean it's true? You have a date with that asshole? I told him he was full of shit.
I needed some information.
And you sell yourself to get it? April, you're insane. Well, you're just going to have to disappoint him.
I made a promise.
To that sleazebag? That's a promise made to be broken.
Просто здесь обещание есть обещание. На самом деле это ни к чему не приведет. Вроде бы.
A promise is a promise. I have to
Давайте
go.
попробуем пойти.
Commendable, but incredibly misguided. He's only after one thing, you know, and that's sex.
He can forget about that. I'll go, but I'm only staying an hour. I'll tell him I'm tired or sick.
Knowing Zach, he'll take that as an invitation to your bed. But I guess you've made up your mind. Go, have a good time. Good luck, you'll need it.
Я надеюсь, нам не покажут эту сцену. Потому что парень там действительно отвратительный. В плане характера. В плане графики они все отвратительные. А, 3 глава. Друзья и враги.
Oh, God. Headache. I didn't really have that much to drink, did I? No. But I did travel through a shift into a parallel universe, which would explain this weird compulsion to curl up into a fetal position and go back to sleep. Not that I'm particularly looking forward to it, but I guess I have to go find that Warren guy Cortez told me about down on Hope Street. And hey, like that's not enough. I have to avoid bumping into Zach today. Last night's, date is not something any of us should be reminded of, and I'm not just talking about the incident with the groping and me kicking him in the groin. Doesn't he get that no means no? No.
Ну да, парень не понял, что нет, это нет. О чем, в принципе, и предупреждали. Ладно, сегодня на этом закончим. Я хоть немного проникся ностальгией по игре, вспомнил, насколько она... Как там было в этом, как приручить дракона 2? Ты так же прекрасно, как в тот день, когда я тебя оставил. Когда я последний раз видел тебя. Поэтому да, завтра ничего не будет. В среду, возможно, будет партия. Если не будет, то будем продолжать Longest Journey. Если в среду будет партия, то в четверг, короче, в любой почти свободный день, скорее всего, будет Longest Journey. Или Cuphead. Возможно. Все, всем пока.